your stream, March?
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Claws of the Eagle. And they can watch my stream, V. That is not a swastika.
Do you think they can tell the difference?
I'm sure the German authorities will agree with you.
Well, yes, I would assume that the people who have banned the swastika would be able to tell what a swastika is.
No, because they banned manga as well that has the Buddhist symbol. So no, they legitimately can't.
And that lesson 2 that I added might make it a little bit ambiguous too.
I actually can't see the thing at all. I thought you were screen sharing, Dev.
Yeah, I am.
I can't see.
Oh no. Hangouts has failed us again.
I see it.
In a new way now.
Actually, I have to turn off the screen share for a second anyway, but...
The Sokon's left and is back again. Fantastic.
I just had to move Discord out of the way so that nothing was shown. But I'm screen sharing again. Here it is.
Are you sharing the entire screen, Dev? Why don't you just share the window?
Why don't you just not fuck up?
Did your mind just blow, Dev?
Can you actually do that?
Yeah, it's a separate tab. At the top, there'll be share screen and share an application window or something. It won't always be able to record. Looks like you're on Windows 7, so you might be okay, but I think on Windows 10 it can't record. Lots of things can't record Chrome, like OBS can't record Chrome. Same thing with the newest version of Firefox.
There we go. Like so?
There you go. Yeah, that's, there's less other stuff on the screen, and if you layer another window on top of it, it will still just show the browser window.
That's good.
Progress.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
you could,
Sargon,
if you
you
want to
there?
be super advanced, you could set up OBS, window capture it, create crop it, and then create a windowed projector. So it has a window that contains only the bit you're interested in. Then you share that window.
I haven't heard Sargon since he came back in.
Well, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Good.
Right.
Thank God.
Suffice to
God,
say,
it has
chat,
nothing to
Hangout
do
is
with this.
unreliable.
Google. See, the thing is, as much as problems that we have with fucking Google Hangouts, oh god, I do not know how the hell this is going to work without it, because I have tried using OBS with my internet before, and that is going to be interesting.
What's your upload speed, if you don't mind me asking?
You can give one of us your channel key and we can stream it. Right?
I mean, that is true, but it's a risk.
So there's a few artworks that we missed. Here's one. That's a pretty good V.
I can't see anything that you're sharing, Dev.
You look
Really?
like Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Hang on.
That could be a problem. He's already tried leaving and rejoining once.
There's V using Dominate.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is apparently like the layout of our various beds.
Zondercraft something.
Yeah, I wonder. I know that the one with the Hitler body pillow is V, and the dog mat is Rags, but I don't know the other three.
Whoa. Yes.
So there's that.
The one with the tea making equipment and the borders to
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and then here's this drawing of my character and her knives. So there we go. I think that's all of them. All the ones that we missed.
We are truly patrons of the arts. We are the new Medicis.
But yeah, the question will be, we might actually have to stream it somewhere else, because my upload is 0.3 something megabits.
Whoa.
So
How do you
That
have
is
a
pretty
YouTube
low.
channel?
But we could do a 360p stream like that.
might
if you really want to, we can organize that. I mean, like, okay, here's something. The frame rate of these streams does not need to be very high. You could do like a 10 FPS 480 stream.
yeah,
But then our voices will be in 10 FPS.
they
and
won't,
sound like
Max.
shit. So
No, they won't.
pretty sure that's how it works. But all
I'm
right,
pretty sure it is not.
I think so.
I'm not sure.
I think Sargon is off being a Nazi in the United States next week.
No, the week after.
The week after, okay. So we can
go
do
for next
some,
week then.
hopefully do some testing in between.
Yeah. Well, let me know, man. I can probably help with that.
Right. So, you have captured a Soviet heavy tank and were congratulated for it. Very, very fanciful. and you were given the rest of the night off in appreciation of your efforts. Is there anything specific you would like to do, or would you just like to pass the time until the next night?
Yeah.
Can we read Sargon's book if we're alone?
No.
I'm going to rat on him. I walk towards Sargon smiling and I say, look, I'm starting to feel very bad about you taking this book, considering we were supposed to handing it in. If you know what I'm saying.
I don't believe you. Well, we can examine it if you want, actually.
Yeah,
have
would
to
that be
roll?
an occult roll or?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you attempting to achieve?
Just establish any information about it. I've got an occult of 3. So that's
Okay.
not bad.
Same.
Yeah. Occult and intelligence.
That's
Yeah,
actually
if basically we can learn
my
some magic.
specialist
skills.
subject.
I have nothing in occult, so I can't help out.
Yeah, I do. Have some.
Hey.
I mean,
Nice.
Ooh.
I think with a 12, you might be in with a chance.
I've got 1 in occult. If you want to, you already got it, don't
No,
you?
And then
fantastic
then
occult
V
and
rolled, and he removes 1 point of
no,
success
no,
from
I don't.
Sargon.
Slap V's hands away. I do not need his help.
I think
This is
Sargon
actually
even
my-
knows the author.
This is actually my character's speciality. I've got 3 in occult and 4 in intelligence, so I'm easily the best equipped to deal with this.
I bet you know the author as well and his lively work.
I should hope so.
He might have until V interfered, and now he's forgotten everything. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, look, my character is some kind of Nazi demonologist. Okay, let me get on with it.
Not far from it. No, really.
Yeah.
All right. So you try to figure out a general idea of the book, establishing what it might be dealing with. From the various shapes and signs inside of it, you can probably be fairly sure of the inference that it has to do with ritualized magic.
Can I get any more details?
Yeah, I think we kind of guessed
really.
that part.
Can
Just
he
as a-
learn a spell if he studies it?
And now you're encouraging him.
Not a spell, no, rituals.
I kind of
Can you learn a
assumed that
ritual?
was the case. Okay. I may as well examine the runic white claw bone as well. since I'm here.
Okay. Occult and intelligence.
Meh.
Okay. You don't glean any overly insightful information, other than judging by the fact that you have a piece that seems to perhaps fit together with something else. There might be more pieces.
Okay.
Let me look at that.
Nice.
Yes. V does his very best to break it.
Very good.
Oh,
I have
smash.
I have 1 in occult. I can give it a go, and I have 3 intelligence, so that's not bad. There you go. Occult and intelligence.
I'm gonna watch the amateur stumble over it.
Yeah, I was hoping for some Malkavian insight.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the bone away. These idiots don't know anything about this subject.
Now I have a 0 in occult, but I think I can roll better than V and Dev put together.
V and I are literally just playing catch with it.
I'm gonna put it away and suggest that maybe we should just rest until morning now before we make anything worse.
Too late. Dev has decided to take the bone and attempt to examine it. When you come to ask for it, Sargon, Dev has misplaced it. He does not know where it is.
That was quick.
It's like a contact lens. Nobody move.
Well, hold on. It's
everywhere.
we're inside the vehicle. Okay, it hasn't left the vehicle.
Where did you
It must
last
be somewhere close by.
Do
Or-
a search then, Dev. Come on.
Or it's already
All right.
100 meters behind us on the
All right.
road.
To be fair, I just want to point out that someone in this party can literally turn into a dog and has an awareness and investigation of like 4 to find a bone. This should be really easy.
Go on,
Okay,
man.
Regs,
Getting
go
away,
ahead.
Rags.
Regs, go ahead.
All right, let's do awareness with I guess wits in this. Would it be wits here? Awareness and wits.
Yeah, it's probably fair enough.
1 modifier because it's a bone.
I think that's a fair argument.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, nice.
This
That's
is what the
210.
character was made for. Not only did I find the bone, there are more of them. Wow. I didn't know we had 2 this whole... Wow.
Yep, you have rediscovered the bone.
Yes.
And
All right,
where the
everyone.
hell
Tune
did Dev
in
put
next
it?
week.
Dev did not manage to destroy this thing. Although he tried so very hard.
Okay. Right. So, are we just going to rest until the next night?
I need to do something. Are we... Sorry, so we're at the camp, right? We're with the commanding officer here somewhere?
Yep, you can definitely go find him at least.
Is he awake? Do we know? I guess I'll go find out.
He's a Nazi.
Yes, but so
Yeah, he's
by
Nazi, that
definition,
means
he
he's
is
awoke.
incredibly woke.
Yeah, fair enough. All right,
Oh,
I
no.
need to go and ask him a question.
There is one more art of Sargon that I think we missed as well. I'm going to put that up here for Sargon's characters. Comrade, we need you with the shirtless. That's pretty good.
There are wounded.
Very
We
right.
need you.
Right, okay, so, commanding officer, you may be aware that last episode, Arch shipped me on the weapon I wanted. So, this episode, I'm back with a vengeance. There was a variant of the weapon called the Mondragon LMG, which was used by German infantry in the Second World War. I want that one, and there's no but McLean's argument for this one.
Yeah, Arch. It's the Mondragon LMG.
Mondragon. It's Mexican, but the Germans built it themselves.
Well, because I recognized the name from the self-loading rifle that the guy did, so I assumed it was, unless it was another Mondragon.
I don't think so. It's just an early automatic rifle. And I can buy the speciality in it.
Well, if we're talking about the same weapon, I don't think it was automatic.
That's what I've read. It has a I've read it's automatic.
Because if this is the rifle variant, I'm fairly sure that was semi-automatic.
Well, there.
Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, there's a
yeah, no, it
self-loader
is. It
Mondragon
is
that-
semi. I was
in
thinking
1908,
semi.
yeah.
That's fine. It's semi-automatic is a lot better than bolt action when it comes to the firing speed.
That's true.
Fucking Christ, Archer in the encyclopedia.
Well, it was. I learned about it was in Battlefield 1, so I learned about it there.
That is, in fact, one of my sources.
Yeah.
Well, this one was produced in Switzerland in Europe by SIG. I can't even fucking remember what that stands for, but
In service
It's
by
very.
Germany.
Hold on, I do have it. Schweizerische Industriegesellschaft.
Schweizerische Industriegesellschaft. Okay.
Be right
Just
back,
like
someone's
something.
at the door. I'll be 5 minutes.
Okay, well, that is a rather special request. And for that, I'm going to introduce a new currency. Yes.
Requisition tokens.
Social capital.
Basically, yes.
Thanks,
but-
Arch. You've managed to find a new way to prevent me from getting the gun.
Yes, I have. Though, we'll actually reveal that a little bit later. So he tells you to fuck off for plot convenience reasons.
I see. I'm sure you'd be perfectly happy with that if you were the player.
I am, because I haven't introduced the currency required yet.
I'll assume that the message has been received. And return to my bunk coffin.
Assumptions.
Yeah, well, assumptions I might hold you to, or I'll just continue asking for it every moment of every session.
I'd actually like to ask him something as well, while V is off at the door.
Okay.
I don't know, Dev, how much social capital do you have left?
How many other vampires are there in the army here?
That is exceedingly classified.
We don't even get to know?
No, he shakes his head. I know. That's well above your pay grade.
But
I
we're
don't
not
think
getting
any
paid.
given undercover agent gets to know who all the other undercover agents are.
Okay, let me ask this. We're
That's
not
racist.
the only ones, are we?
He puzzles that one over for a moment. You
Sure,
are
we are.
the only ones operating in this fashion. You are a test unit, but if proven successful, there may be others, as there are other candidates.
So he is the tester, which makes us the testes.
All right, fair enough. All right, that sounds good.
Now, Rise, that one depends entirely on how you choose to pronounce it.
Anything else?
No, I'm happy to rest.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the moment.
I'm
Yeah, I
good
suppose
to
I'm
rest.
good. I mean, I do have a good. I have a good. Well, I guess my melee skill I won't really need because I have Protean, so I guess I'm good for now. Yeah, I think I'm all right. Nothing really comes to mind. I'm just trying to think if there's any situation we get into and we're like, oh man, it would be great if we had this. Then keep that in mind, for the potential future.
Let's go to bed, I guess.
All right.
Okay. Yep. You can rest through the night until the following night. As usual, you're awoken by your driver, and
Awoken?
vampires do actually need to sleep, apparently.
I know
So,
you
okay.
just said it like awoken, and I was like,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
we have awoken.
Right. You can do your morning chores or good night chores or whatever else it is you do in the morning. After which, you're expected to arrive at the officers' quarters for a briefing. Summons, in fact, not necessarily even in briefings.
All right. Yeah, I thought we were heading out to get more tanks, or rather to blow up tanks this time since we already got one. But I guess not.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe we get some drama because we did a lot of combat lately.
I'm always down for some more Nazi vampire drama.
Let's roll.
Yeah, I make sure my uniform is nice and tidy, and I head off.
Do you have an iron nearby?
I assume there must be a way for us to clean our uniforms.
Of course not. This is the front line.
Clean your uniforms, bucko.
Yeah, then I just make sure there's as little dust on it as possible.
You should be using your army pay to buy vanity items, little washing bin, stuff like that.
We still need paint.
Hold on. Do we have army pay?
Yeah, how much are we being paid?
Well, paid.
We're being paid in glory for the fatherland.
Well, I'm sure we can requisition some from the Russians once we capture a village.
Here, just throw the uniform over a branch and hit it with your belt. That'll do.
Russians, do you have any paint or Mondragon rifles?
You are actually getting paid. Yes, you are getting paid. It's not much, however. You're being paid something along the lines of 50 Reichsmarks a month.
I can't believe
Alright.
that the Nazi war effort is being run by the Jews.
So
I don't know. Given what we know about the alt-right, that sounds pretty believable.
how many how much money should we have at this point? Have we gotten paid for our first month yet, or?
No. Fuck you. Your officers don't even know if they're going to pay you at all just yet.
Oh, man.
God damn it!
But
We'll bite
technically
you.
speaking,
Wait,
you
that's a way
be-
to instill loyalty.
Well, you're not in camps. That's good enough for them for now.
Okay. Okay, so let's get our uniforms as tidy as they can be. What do we need to do?
Okay, well, you just need to show up at the briefing room where von Reichenau is waiting.
Do we need another briefing? I think we were halfway through a mission.
I'd prefer a debriefing.
I thought
That's-
we'd captured a tank. Do we need to capture more?
The idea was for us to destroy a bunch of tanks. We went there, captured the first one we found, and then came back. We've still got to kill a bunch of tanks.
Let's go and see what they want.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go debrief.
I'm just surprised.
You did so well on this mission, now they've got something worse for you.
Oh, excellent. We can capture another tank if that's what they're asking for.
Yeah. We just pile them up. Yeah.
Yeah, just
We just have tanks for days.
Well, let's see if they want another tank then. Von Reichenau is stood in the middle of the brightly lit room, and he seems quite ecstatic. He walks towards you, arms out wide, like "Mein Herren," smiling, really happy.
give him
Solid,
a traditional Nazi salute.
He gives you a salute, not the Nazi one though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll return.
Scout's honor.
Von Reichenau himself sends his regards and congratulations for the capture of the Bolshevik heavy tank. And what a monster it is. From captured Soviet tankers, we have learned that it is named Kliment Voroshilov 1, or KV-1.
That doesn't help me.
It does. Now you know what
It
it's
doesn't help
called.
me to know what it's called. I have no idea.
Specifically this one, or they're all called that.
Okay, but yeah, you're
Clear
welcome.
proof that the Soviets have been busy since our research agreement with them, which birthed our own Panzerwaffen. Too busy. The Abwehr had no idea of its existence or capabilities.
Well.
Meine Herren, this tank is twice as heavy, has 3 times the armor, and a gun more than twice the caliber of our own Panzer III.
Jesus. Okay.
Impossible. The communists managed to build something like this?
I don't believe that, and I'm not even role playing.
Yeah.
My character seems very skeptical. They must have made a mistake in Berlin.
Oh, okay. So you'll doubt the communist ability, but then you'll doubt the fascist intelligence ability as well, will you? Bloody
There are lots
traitor.
of doubts going on here. There's a lot of reasons to doubt.
Okay. Well, von Reichenau kind of looks at V and goes, a believer in the armament board, eh? We would never need more than a 37mm anti-tank gun.
And tanks will never need more than 2 megabytes of RAM.
I was just about to say that. No, it was 640 kilobytes of RAM.
I think actually what he said was 2 megabytes of hard drive space. I might be wrong though. It was something like that.
It was 640k of RAM.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, no, because it really was at the time like wild. But anyway,
Yeah. I think that's what Arch was referencing anyway.
Millimeters of armor. No, this literally was a discussion in before the war. The German Armaments Board insisted that they would never need more than a 37mm anti-tank gun.
well, lesson learned. Right. So what would he like us to do next? We are but the willing servants of the Führer.
He nods appreciatively, although the mention of the Austrian corporal seems to disturb him a little bit. In the face of these new tanks, our panzers are struggling. The 3rd and 48th are making good progress, but the 17th, 4th, and 14th are all stalled. Yesterday, they made an attempt on the heights near Dubnois, and were repulsed with heavy casualties. But we can speak more of that later. Your mission has been changed. You have been summoned to a meeting. A strange one, I'm afraid to say. All I've been told is that you are expected to meet with members of the Einsatzgruppen in the barn you were sent to secure a few days ago.
Okie doke.
Sorry, I had an Amazon delivery. Catch me real quick. Meeting at the barn.
Meeting at the barn.
All right.
Simon, I've just looked up the quote, and you were right about 640k, but apparently he never said it.
Oh,
It's a false quote, but I'd heard it myself, so
well, what do we know, eh?
yeah.
Does he have any idea about what the meeting is going to be about?
He sighs heavily, as if he's not particularly fond of this idea at all. All I know is that you have been summoned by someone within our own special organization and a member of the Reichskommissariat's own troops, the Einsatzgruppen. I am as fervent a believer in our great socialist idea as anyone, but the actions of the Einsatzgruppen are distasteful to me.
Well, it's always nice to meet a purist, but okay. So return to the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, socialists, but damn those communists across the border.
Well, that's the wrong kind of socialism.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's exactly it. Easily, you got it exactly right. They're
All
not real
socialism is
socialists.
acceptable unless they're Russian socialists.
No, they're wrong socialists. You've got to understand.
Yeah, I told him, to cheer up because maybe they found a way to teach the soldiers to cast blood magic.
I'm going to have a long discussion about the merits of socialism with Uzulu.
I like how socialism is now the
socialism, blood
baseline. All
magic.
they're concerned about is how much love of the nation you have.
Because I tell him in the debriefing
true.
how a Russian peasant was able to cast blood spells, and maybe they figured out a way how to train
I
our
think
troops.
he might not have been a peasant.
No, he was the son of a farmer because someone drank his blood, and you.
Okay, he was
Yeah.
born a peasant. He might not have died one.
Like, someone drank his blood. Was that someone UV?
No. It was someone else that has the ability to drink the blood and then know the history of the person.
Okay.
Yeah, he was busy drinking his friend's blood at the time.
Yeah.
I think, remember.
How long has that still got before it wears off, by the way?
About a month.
Oh, Jesus Christ, why? V, get off my leg.
Right.
Okay. And before you leave, there is one last thing. Von Reichenau, as mentioned, had taken notice of your capture of the enemy tank, and in pristine condition as well. Your actions do not yet qualify for the infantry assault badge, but it was thought that you were deserving of a reward.
I agree.
Well, all but the two of us that almost fucking sabotaged the mission by shouting constantly through the forest.
I fucking bit a man's throat out with my bare teeth.
Listen, you redeemed
Do
it.
we
I
get a
agree.
battlefield promotion? Oh, just a medal. Okay.
Just a piece of metal.
It's a fancy piece of metal, though.
True.
Right, so he hands you a small case, inside of which is the assault badge, along with a little note, a congratulatory note, like, here you go, Nazi medal for you,
Oh god, have we been Me Too'd?
basically.
Oh, it's not the sexual assault badge, just the assault badge, I see.
I'll take my badge. Yep, happily so.
Sargon steals it. So this is the next point. You will be given awards throughout the campaign, V. And these awards will come with advantages. You guys will have to choose who receives it, and the receiver of a medal gets 1 experience point.
Ooh.
Additionally, the group as a whole will receive 100 prestige. That's going to be the currency we use for various acquisitions and special things.
Okie doke.
Dev volunteers to keep track of that.
So let me get this straight. We were able to requisition things at the beginning for nothing, but now that you've introduced medals, you want us to get one before we can requisition things.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you, Zulu.
How?
Why?
You asked for something I was not prepared to give, so
It's just a self-loading rifle.
Precisely.
Arch,
all it is.
I'm not sure whether it's to your advantage that you're being this candid about how cheap you're making these rules.
He just asked for a 10-round self-loading rifle.
I think it's
Okay,
quite
so
a reasonable
this is the
request,
40s.
given we
current
asked
year.
for a gun from the future.
Yeah, it is
You
current
didn't
year.
get.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna change the screen share so that I can actually show the full desktop, so that I can show like the cart text from last game. I can do something like that.
You can actually open a text file in your browser, which is why I use the browser for streams. It's a source for almost anything.
Well, nonetheless. here I am.
Okay, you do it your own way, man.
Okay, where's the text file in Brave anyway? Is there actually one?
You would just drag it into where the new tab would go.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me give that a go. Here, I'll just switch it back then and I'll give it a go.
Still using Brave.
What should I be using?
I would recommend, if you like Brave, use Gab's browser. Otherwise, Firefox is not Chrome's web engine, which might be beneficial long term. If Chrome starts pulling any bullshit, like they have done things to manipulate websites in the past to make things worse for competitors. Opera, if you like their features, they don't seem to be particularly ideological, and I prefer their client to Chrome. Chromium, if you like Chrome but don't want some of the bloat, but then you have to use something else for PDF files. But yeah, if you like Brave, use Gab's browser because it's just a fork of Brave, but not run by social justice warriors.
Yes, there we go. 1 medal, 100 prestige. That'll do. So who gets the medal? Or has Sargon actually grabbed it?
To be fair, Sargon did do a lot for that mission. Maybe he does deserve it more.
And actually, Sargon's one experience behind the rest of us.
Yeah. Am I?
Yeah, because you missed you missed the infiltration at the border mission.
Right. Okay. I'll take it.
So there you go. 1 XP for you.
Thank you.
So I'll get. We have 100
Okay.
prestige.
Sargon claims the assault badge. He is now officially recognized and awarded by the National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany.
Good.
What
Unlike
about
the rest
in-game,
of you
though?
scrubs, honestly.
So I'll keep track of individual. Now, is reputation a group currency, or is it?
Prestige is for all of you, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So 100. Yep.
I think we just got a pretty good quote for Jared Holt there. Sargon has been officially endorsed by the Nazi Party.
Actually,
if I
no, that
spend
was Jeremy Corbyn that got the endorsement.
100,
Also, Wall Street Journal. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Jeremy Corbyn has joined that illustrious company.
People are calling you a
you.
socialist now for advocating Sargon get caught up on experience.
Bloody rubber banding.
welfare. This is experience welfare.
Okay, and for information, the Moondragoon rifle, also more properly known as the Fusil Model 1900, that'll cost you something close to 500.
500 what?
Prestige.
And how
I
much
get
do we
5
have?
medals to get a 10-round
Yeah,
self-loader.
We have 100.
8-round self-loader, actually.
Oh, so it's even... Okay, Arch.
Wow,
Come
so
on
it's
now.
even worse. Oh,
Come
it's
on,
even
my
worse
friend.
than
Yeah, I've actually had to look up the schematics for this damn thing now because you forced me to. It was only produced in very limited numbers, and it's not Mexican. It's produced in Switzerland only.
It was
Only
originally
about-
Mexican.
The design might be,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
never produced in Mexico.
Okay, well, the gun it's based on, it started in Mexico, and then the Swiss also started making a very similar one.
The Mexican version was the LMG version you were talking about. That seems to be a myth, as far as I've been able to discover.
Well, the source I had says it wasn't, but fair enough. But either way, you know which gun I'm talking about.
Yes.
So you're saying that I have to get what? 4 medals to get 100 prestige from each one for the 500 plus the 100 I already have to get this rifle.
Mhm.
All right, so lads, in about 2 years of this campaign, you'll see the gun.
I've got some more artwork here. It's of my character again. Cool.
Wow, what a surprise! People like drawing lollies.
No, the 1908s were 10 rounds.
The 1908s were 20-round magazines. The Fusil Porfirio Dia Sistema Mondragon Modelo 1908. That was a local Mexican-produced version. And that was produced in 1940 to 43. So that would be even harder to get a hold of.
This says the 1908.
All right, is that important? Let's go and kill something.
Yes, that's
just before
going.
we do though. One last thing, I will have to accept that condition. But would you perhaps draw up a short list, or get someone to draw up a short list of guns that we can get for perhaps a lower prestige value, rather than us having to request it and guess at whether we might be able to get it?
Well, any standard weapon you can request, and that doesn't cost you prestige.
Okay. So what I've requested technically is standard, it's just limited. But fine, whatever. Okay.
No, the Fusil never entered into official Wehrmacht service.
No, didn't it? Okay.
No.
All right. Chat. Find me a different gun.
I'm already on the way to the barn. I'm just walking off into the night because Jesus Christ, this is some autism. That's
okay. Let's go. Well, do we have our mission yet? Is it just the same?
Yeah,
mission
we've got to go to the barn and meet some special chaps.
All right.
Okay. All right. The barn is, of course, where you remember it. You'll have to take the truck a little while back to reach it. Once you do...
Targon was the book.
It's fine. It's just in my bag.
Yeah, don't take it to the meeting.
Why?
Well,
they don't know we've got it. And if they do know, then we can say, well, we had to keep it hidden from prying eyes.
Yeah, well, if they know, I don't know. I've never seen a book, never touched a book. I was unaware you even have it.
Now who's being disloyal?
Let's hope V has good lying rolls.
V is a cuck. Okay, got it. Right, what are we doing?
All right. When you arrive at the barn, it is surrounded by people.
Shit, hide the book. No, go on. Sorry, what are we doing?
Do they have like robes or anything?
Oh god, V was right.
They don't have robes, no. They're wearing pitch black issue Wehrmacht uniforms with no markings. The only distinction they have is a bright scarlet armband on their left arm. But instead of the swastika, it has a field of white with an eye in the center.
The letter
You
I?
guys aren't even real Nazis.
No, the organ.
Eyeball. Oh.
Eyeball.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, well, greet them. Say, good day, comrades in German, or good evening, comrades in German.
Kameraden.
I'm not even going to try and speak German. You can just accept that there's an automatic translate feature when I speak.
Basically. Right. Yep. The nearest guy snaps to attention and gives you the full Hitler salute.
Yeah, excellent. I'll return it.
And instructs you that you are expected. You are to head into the barn where you'll be met by their officer.
Okay. Just, give him a polite salute and then head on in.
All right. Inside the barn, you find a handsome, young-looking officer dressed in the same pitch black uniform, but this one with silver markings, again emblazoned with the eye.
Be like, you guys look good in those uniforms.
They do, designed by Hugo Bosch.
But okay, yeah, say good evening, comrade. We've been requested. We understand that we've been requested.
Hola, senors.
Here, before we go any further, I got another artwork.
Ooh.
Don't know where the magic bone is.
Oh, you almost lost the thing. Why? Okay. Right. He walks towards you. He's all smiles. He shows you his pearly white teeth. He reaches out a hand.
Are
for
they
you to
vampire
shake.
teeth? Are
No.
they right?
They seem human.
Can I smell him? Does he smell like a vampire?
Lean in and sniff him, I guess.
Well,
No,
actually, I have an
That's
ability.
not subtle enough.
I have a passive that will allow us to tell.
Okay, go for it, Regs.
Yeah. Actually, let me check if I even need to roll on it. I might not even have to. 244. Sense the beast. I can sense the. It's free. Roll resolve plus animalism versus composure. Let me click this. Resolve. Where is that? Here it is. Resolve plus animalism.
Formula for how to work out racism.
Basically.
So
It's resolve.
I guess animalism would essentially be the modifier based on how Roll20 tallies this up.
You probably use the discipline one. I'd guess the one at the bottom.
Yeah, use the discipline one. If
Right,
it's a discipline, use
animalism.
the discipline.
Oh wait, well it wouldn't even let me put anything in there, would it?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, it wouldn't even let me put it in. If you click the it just does an auto roll. It doesn't let you add anything to it if you roll disciplines.
No, that's your rousing roll, which turns it whether or not it makes you hungry. The one on the rightmost, you can do it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. It says there's like two windows.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
okay.
window. So you have your
Discipline
animalism.
and
Okay, I gotcha.
Resolve plus animalism. So just add in resolve there, and then roll it, and that should give us resolve plus 1 dice. So how much resolve do you have? You have 2. So this should be 3 dice.
All right, let's see if that rolls properly. You know what? I only rolled 2.
2. Oh, yeah. You have to put discipline in the last window. Let me see if that works.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, discipline
right.
in the last window, and then it rolls the dice.
Oh, good. We'll keep that because that's 2 10s.
You think I'll be so merciful?
That was the roll. In fact, you put it in yourself onto my sheet.
I did. That was just the test. You'll have to
That
do
was
it
not.
properly.
No, you literally put it in on the
Nope.
sheet to do the roll.
Just re-roll. I'd make you
Jesus
re-roll.
Christ, 2 10. Fucking hell.
I know.
God damn. Fuck.
My 2 10s. Just be glad I didn't roll that for his composure instead.
That's
Okay.
still good.
Minds.
2 degrees of success. All right. Sense the beast. A win allows the user to sense the level of hostility in the target, whether the person to do harm,
Nature, hunger, and hostility.
whether they harbor a supernatural beast, man's vampire, werewolf, use your imagination active creature, as well as the hunger, rage level, blah. Okay, yeah. Sense the beast, present wolves, vampires, hunger, and hostility. So yeah, there will be no way to notice this either, I don't think.
Excellent.
Okay. You sniff him, I suppose, or
It's just passive. It's just a sense.
mark him, or what else there is there. You cannot detect the presence of anything that would trigger this sense.
I got someone at my.
I got someone at the door.
He has a sodomite at the door. Well,
I knew it.
this is not a catamite, I suppose.
Right, chat, find me some new guns.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
but there does not appear to be any supernatural thing here.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So what does he want exactly?
Well, first and foremost, he's very smiling, congratulatory, slapping you on the back for capturing that Bolshevik heavy tank. He notes the badge on your chest, too. Very handsome.
Thank you.
He introduced himself as Emil Klausthofen.
Emil Klausthofen.
Yes.
Let him know that I'm terrible with names. Faces though.
Great. He'll probably take that as an insult somehow.
Oh god.
Okay. All right. He goes on about this for a little bit. He's clearly trying to be friendly and camaraderie. I must know, however, how did you do it? How did you capture it in such pristine condition?
You won't believe this, but the Soviets are retards.
Hang on. We've got it. No, there's a better way we can frame this.
All right, of course there is.
No. But it's basically that, but just in Nazi language. So something about the Soviets being the Untermensch, Slavic Untermensch.
Of course. Well, I guess we've just validated the Ubermensch theory.
Yeah.
I tell him that I told the captain to shoot his man and then put a bullet in his head.
We could avoid.
Okay. Wait. We're talking about shooting people. What happened?
We could avoid saying we won by magic.
Right, no, so he perks up at that immediately.
Oh God! What do we?
I'm not going to lie to the. I'm not going to lie to the superior officer. My character loves the Nazis.
What did you do?
I told him the truth.
The truth about what? What is the truth?
We captured the tank.
Never tell the truth, V.
I always tell the truth.
Wait, what part of the truth?
As Jürgen Panzerson, I can assure you that telling the truth is a terrible idea.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. So, basically, we're just smarter than them.
Oh yeah. He smiles broadly and offers his hand out to V to shake. Congratulations, Kameraden. How precisely did you achieve that?
Oh, I used the domination spell, Vampiric Classic.
I'm going to go over to a pile of hay and just lie in it.
I give a firm shake.
Do I know the disappearing spell yet? Just a second.
Yeah, I'm just going to go join the Soviets. See you guys later.
I tell him if he has a subject, maybe a prisoner or something, I could demonstrate to him.
There's a small glint.
All over again.
Hang on. Look.
There's a small glint in his eye as he mentions a prisoner, and he says, as a matter of fact, we do have a prisoner.
Jesus, you're really speaking this guy's language, V.
I smile widely.
But before that, I'm most fascinated. My branch of the special services is engaged in the gathering of knowledge. We know only so much about your kind. How precisely does this dominate skill work?
Sure. If you have a book, I'm willing to write down anything you want to know.
Just wait. Arch,
do you remember what the Masquerade was, V?
Yeah, that's
they know about the Masquerade, so it's fine.
Do they, though?
Do they?
Arch, you said the Camarilla knows about the Nazi organization? And the Nazi organization knows about the Camarilla? So.
Yeah, but we don't know how much they know. He's an inferior human. Act like it.
I mean, he's a superior human, but he's, as a human, inferior.
Okay, hold on. Arch, would you consider this Masquerade the violation?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
What are you doing, man?
Several, actually.
Okay.
But he play it safe with the Masquerade.
Yeah,
he literally hands you his notebook immediately.
V, I think we're going to have to kill this guy now. Look what you've done.
To break the Masquerade. 4 episodes.
Wait. We can wipe his memory. We can wipe his memory.
Quick, do it.
Well, it's V that has to do it, so I guess we're depending on V to save us.
Still a better wipe your memory.
V, save us from yourself, please.
He needs to save himself from us because he just broke the Masquerade
in
a very brazen way.
I tried to write it down in smaller details. That it's like, look, you can't let anyone know you know this from us, okay?
Oh my god!
You just stumbled upon this knowledge in this bar.
Because the Masquerade works on an honor system.
Why have you done this?
A Masquerade violation does not decrease the less people know it. Like, if it's 1, it's enough.
Yeah, no, but I tell him, like, you don't know this from me, right? Because other vampires would get upset. You found this knowledge somewhere in the library.
What do you mean other vampires?
Okay.
Can we have someone else talk now?
No, this is... Emil is loving this. This is fantastic.
I bet he is.
He's immediately very intrigued by that as well as you write it down. Like, other vampires would be upset by this. What do you mean?
Look, I need to
Can I just
distract
turn
V.
it-
I'm
V,
going to
are
just
you
make myself
retarded?
as sexually
I have
attractive
the
as
perfect
possible,
way
and
of
he'll
getting
not
out
be
of
able to
this.
resist.
I have the perfect way of getting out of this. I was come up to V, put my hand on his shoulder, and say, "Listen, one of us tells the truth, and one of us always lies. He's the one who claims he's always the one who always tells the truth. Good luck."
I look around my companions, and then I look at Emil. Like he should get the hint that I'm not able to say much in the presence of other people.
Now I have a secret connection with a Nazi officer.
I'm gonna be like, what? Vampires are real? Whoa! Watson, there's no way. I don't believe you for a second. That's crazy.
Oh, V, you're off your meds again. Come on, dear. Let's get you settled.
You've been sleeping in that half track too long.
Yeah, I give the officer the look. It's like I wish I could tell you more, but you understand.
Why?
Arch. How many people in this barn? Is it just us and this guy?
Can we kill them all?
God, no, about 20 people.
Oh my!
How many of them heard V?
There's a fucking brigade outside. They've got machine guns set up and shit.
But like, how big of a masquerade violation is this? How many of them heard V talking?
Oh, mostly just Emil.
Okay,
I'm sure he'll keep it to himself for personal gain, but like, still,
You know, he's
not allowed to
just
talk to humans
fascinated by
anymore.
all of this. Like he
we
wants
are.
to explain why this is bad, why nobody needs to know about this.
Well, Emil, wouldn't it cause a panic if people knew about this?
Hang on. Can we steer V away from the conversation here? He's done enough damage to the
I think-
vampire race.
Generally speaking, we need a buffer system for commands that we send to Arch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
okay,
get-
here's an idea, rather than I'm doing this.
I look towards my party members and I say, I can't say anymore. You understand,
Yeah, our existence hinges. It balances on the edge of a knife on the two master races. You understand?
I mean, I do think that the lore of this is kind of stupid, but if that's the premise, then yeah, we should keep this quiet.
Human intimates, get out.
Like Emil should get the hint that I'm not able. I'm being constrained.
Oh, God, listen. Okay, let's look. Can I just ask Emil what the fuck he wants with us before we give away any of our mystic?
But maybe in
vampire
different
secrets?
words.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't originally want any of this, but I mean, he thanks you.
No.
This is good.
Like
Chats
what
pointed out that V is a race traitor.
Yes, V.
Literally true.
Why is he summoned us? Why are we here?
Right. So Emil just kind of looks at you. Yeah, of course, mein Kameraden. One in a moment. We have a special mission for people of your refined talents. He looks at V. He looks you straight in the eyes, and he speaks one word: Camarilla.
I look towards him. It's like, what about the Camarilla?
I'm going to slap my hand over V's mouth before he gets this.
Never heard of her.
Just shrug and say, she sounds.
Is that a kind of
hot.
brandy?
Okay, well, right. Roll off. Do you manage to shut V up?
Fucking please.
No,
V,
like
could you
I
possibly
shut
not
up,
roll?
but I firmly imply with my body language that if he wants to know more, he would
Okay,
have to
what
separate me.
am I rolling?
How do you imply that?
1d6 each of you.
1d6. Wait.
I
Don't I have dexterity bonuses?
Yeah, I've got brawl, athletics, melee.
I've got firearms if anyone's interested.
Let's use them, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. V, you probably could have just not rolled.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Apparently he's determined to break the
What?
Masquerade as much as possible with this guy.
All of this a pylon on V. Fucking shut
Right.
up.
We're doing this again, this campaign, just like the last one. We're all diving at V and missing.
Burst out of the
1,000 hands make for V's mouth and all miss.
Isn't allowed to use charisma.
my
I
character.
can't believe he got the only 6 as well.
My character doesn't even know what the Camarilla is, but I see everyone else jumping on V. I might as well join in. There's something here, so
Look, last time this guy spoke, he cost us a lot. We've got to stop. We've got to stop him. Does this Masquerade violation, like, is this just V that's in trouble, or is it us as well?
Oh, it's definitely just V because we were trying to stop him from doing it.
Yeah, we have evidence. Look at all these rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Documented.
Okay, well, Emil just gives a great big pearly white smile. Like,
I thought we were on good terms with this guy until V betrayed us.
no, he's on very good terms with you.
Yeah, I know, but we're not on good terms with him. We're gonna have to kill him now.
Yeah, I tell Bill, it's like, you want to talk about vampire politics
Don't
here?
tell
Hey.
him that.
Hey, Emil, we'll tell you everything. Why don't you just come with us behind the bike sheds?
Okay, well, he smiles and looks down. Yeah, well, we'll move on to what we brought you here for. Yes.
Probably wise.
He looks at V again. Is there a prisoner you asked for? We happen to have one on hand, which we wanted to let you have a look at. For there may be something unusual about him.
Is he Jeremy Corbyn?
No, he's not.
I
Go
just
away.
thought weak communist and just I couldn't
Let him
help
finish. Let him finish.
He's in the cellar which you searched. You can go down there whenever you want, but you will not be accompanied. Our guest is, as of yet, how to put it? We have yet to determine whether or not he is useful to our cause.
Right. Okay. Is he tied up?
He
He's probably got a lot of time on his hands.
he gives you this look as if he's kind of like, I wish. But
So
no,
he's not
no,
restrained.
he's not restrained.
How did he get down in the barn?
What it was? Excuse me.
How did he get in the barn, like in the cellar?
Emil simply shrugs. And goes, we do not know. As far as we are aware, he was there when we arrived.
Who told you he was there?
He smiles again. No one told us, but he was very clear.
CV, this is why we don't just go around telling the Nazis everything we know. They don't tell us everything they know.
Okay. Should I try to look inside this guy's mind?
Yeah, but
Just in
the
case there's
state
something...
has a plan, Sargon.
What?
The state, it has a plan.
Yeah, but this guy. Like,
It is not to us to question the matters of the state.
Look,
Once
I
again,
agree, but
It
the
is up
methods
to
of
us
the
to focus
yeah,
on
but
our labor.
we are also agents of the state.
Yes, but he is higher ranking than us.
Yeah, but
Well,
he
there's-
might be shit.
We're
Okay,
basically
so-
agents of two
It is our
states, and
duty
one state will kill us
to
if we give too much information to the other.
Yeah, he's a lowly human.
Those are treasonous words, comrade.
Right. Okay. What are we doing? Should we just go down there?
You can if you wish.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let me... I can kind of read minds a bit better than Rags can. Should I really try to see what this guy's motivations are?
What stat would be
really.
involved in that? I have a high insight, if that helps.
It's my Auspex skill. I don't have the rulebook anymore. Do you guys have it? I think I lost the link.
I do, but it would take me several years to find the relevant part.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Arch pinned it. Let me just pull this up. You guys think this is worth doing, or?
Sure, why not?
All right. Let me pull this up and see what I got.
Anything's better than revealing vampire secrets to the humans.
Well, I think once again, like we're
248.
assuming that we are going to remain beholden to the Camarilla, which is a fair assumption, I think. But I think V has decided that that's not a fair assumption, and that he would like to betray one group that he's aligned with in order to put nail all his eggs in the Nazi basket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell anything to common soldiers or to communists or
I don't know,
civilians,
Vee, will
but
you?
Yeah, I
higher
don't
ranking
know if I
officers,
trust
I ain't gonna lie.
You
Like,
bend
V,
over.
I think the danger that is associated with deciding to join the humans over the vampires is that vampires are quite powerful and they will kill you.
It's a very pragmatic argument.
That's very straightforward, to be honest.
See,
Isn't it?
if that was the case, there wouldn't be a need for a masquerade
That's
now.
literally the case.
V, that doesn't make sense.
We're in episode 4. We've thrashed humans.
Well, I mean, I think one of the reasons why Arch set it in this era is that in this era of the vampire lore, this is kind of when the humans shook the vampires off. So they're kind of on equal grounds from now on.
Yeah, but V is not the humans. V is one errant vampire.
Who we barely know. I've
Who
known him
has
for, like,
made the
4 days.
executive's decision to just betray the entire vampire race?
And if the Camarilla send correspondence to the rest of the party saying, "Yo, bump this guy off. He's naughty." I mean, we'll be on a bound, right?
I'm not complicit with this at all.
Yeah, that is true.
I disavow.
So, Arch, how long until you make the rest of the party literally kick V?
In the meantime, are we going down to this guy's thing?
Okay, so here's what I have. I can basically use share the senses to understand his perception. So maybe I can get like some insight into his head and what he's looking for, specifics, because he's not telling us. I can scry his soul, which might get us his emotional state. I don't think that's not that useful.
He's feeling a bit despondent today.
I can I can get a premonition if we
How
want
about
that.
we just go down and talk to whatever the thing is? So, I mean, this guy is obviously just using us as tools in a wider game of his advancement within the Nazi army. Like, it doesn't take much to figure this
Find me an officer that isn't, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
yeah.
take much to figure this guy out. So let's just go
Okay.
with it and use him
Fair
to
enough.
our advantage, knowing that he is essentially just using us.
All right, let's go downstairs then.
Capitalism works.
Don't say that too loudly, comrade.
Right, yeah.
Okay. As you approach the worn barn door, you see that it has been removed, tossed off its hinges, more like. And there is a certain smell coming from within. Already, even without using your ability, Rags feels strange around this.
way?
Strange in what way?
Your closer bond with your beast, your protean, is riling up against this, as if it's afraid.
Oh, we got a
Oh,
werewolf.
God. We got a werewolf, yeah.
Could I do an awareness specialty aromas to find out just what it is I smell to get a really accurate bit of perception on what's down there?
Sure.
Don't worry, lads. I'll handle this. Bad
While
boy.
While you're rolling that, I've got some artwork from Carlos, who did V's choice.
If I have a specialty in it, do I give myself modifiers?
Yeah. You get an extra dice for that. All right. Rag stops by the door and begins sniffing, which is a thing he just does now. That's his modus operandi.
Hey, if it's dumb and it works, it's not dumb.
You inform the party that you can smell roundabout precisely 8 liters worth of Vita down there, freshly squeezed as well.
What is Vita?
Blood.
Is it? It's blood, yeah.
Blood. Okay.
Yeah, it's a vampire word for human blood.
That's good, because I'm quite hungry.
Lads, it might be a trap.
Blood goes straight to my hips.
Then the question is it gay? But I guess we'll have to find out once Rags gets involved.
Okay. I'm going to poke my head back around the corner and yell at the guy we were just talking to. Have you lost any people down here?
Good question, actually.
Nope, only communists.
Okay.
What does he say?
Emil, keeping a distance from the door down, shouts back at you. No, we have not lost anyone down there.
Very good.
Why did you place emphasis on we?
Who knows?
Thanks.
It would be worse if he'd said yet and then closed the door.
Is a tiny little blood mage giving you problem, Emil?
You
All right, let
just
us
stress
handle
your
it.
syllables oddly.
All right, let's head
I
down.
open the door and walk forward. Just
Yeah, fuck
beauty
it.
little blood mage carrying the soldiers again.
Okay. Yep.
I'm very happy that once again V is marching ahead without any consent from the party.
Right. You can go down into the cellar. The smell gets to the point where the rest of you can now easily notice it as well. You can see what appears to be maybe a couple of new scuff marks in the dust and the dirt, but since you've already been down here, it's difficult to tell if this were your old tracks or if they're fresh tracks.
Okay.
So I can actually use my share the senses to tap into whatever this thing's is in their mind without having to see them. So do you want me to try and figure out what this is?
Sure.
All right. Cost is 1 rouse check. So I guess I'll roll that now, Arch. Is that okay?
Okay, what precisely are you doing?
Share the senses. It's an auspex skill.
Okay, let me just have a look at it. Whilst we learn what all of these fucking things do.
You're about to find out what fleas feel like, Dev.
Sense the unseen, share the senses, heightened senses, scry the soul. There it is. Out of their mind, verb can tap into the sense of another mortal or vampire, seeing, hearing, and feeling what they do. Still retains their own perception and still aware of their own surrounding. Cause I'm getting used to. Okay, yep, you can do that. Resolve plus auspex and a rouse check.
Okay, rouse check. So, passed it. Great.
Okay.
So resolve and auspex. There it is.
All right. As you reach out to sense anything down here, you don't find anything.
All right. Well, it's
There
fine,
are,
guys.
There are no mortal or vampire minds here.
Okay.
Should we just call out or something?
I don't know if we should do that.
No
Yeah, I think we
mortal
should
or
just-
vampire. That means werewolf.
Hello.
I thought werewolves were mortal.
Probably not.
Werewolves are mortals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Oh, let's check the place out.
Hello,
I'm just-
fellow mortal.
Fellow mortal.
Okay, I don't know. What are we going to do, V?
Well, let's check it out with our eyes and ears before we go
Only
back.
one room at a time.
Yeah, let's listen in. What do we hear?
Okay, roll awareness.
All right. Let's see then.
With what?
Composure?
Wits.
Intelligence?
Composure is probably a good idea. You know, you're keeping quiet and listening and concentrating.
Ha!
God damn it.
I can
All
hear
right.
whether or not string theory is true.
Yep, Rags rolls 2 10s, so that's 8 degrees of success. Uzulu rolls
110 with a
4,
5,
5,
4.
6, 7, 8. So yeah, you're tied.
I'm not rolling awareness in Arch's campaign.
You hear that? We're tied.
These poor unfortunate souls do not know the pain of rolling awareness in your campaign, Arch.
That's why I gave myself good awareness.
He killed a character of mine because I rolled 1 on awareness.
Really?
Shouldn't have been so
I'm sure that's the
careless.
full story, V.
Seems unfair, yeah.
Well, one time I rolled 2 10s and he took it away from me.
I have some artwork. Here, this is one that I have been waiting for. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
My camera. Dominate. Ah, well, at least somebody has gotten something out of today.
Well, I mean,
No.
V, I mean, you could amplify your success here. I mean, radio exists. Just do a radio broadcast.
Yeah. Just drop leaf. Drop
We
leaf.
happen to have one in that tank.
We
You
have
may as
one,
well
yeah.
broadcast all the Russian
You,
army.
you guys are laughing now, but when I'm going to become when I'm going to become Führer, who's going to be laughing then, huh?
Oh, well, yeah, good point.
V, just get on the radio and radio all of the secrets.
Just
Oh,
drive around in
dominate.
100-mile circles, radioing everyone in range.
All I'm saying is when Eric gets the promotion, I'm going to be up for his position.
Yeah, when V's Führer, nobody's going to be laughing. We believe it. Right. So can we not? We can't hear anything, no?
No, you can. You can hear what sounds like soft but rapid singing from the room in front of you. Right, time to sing in Russian.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't think you necessarily have to do that, Arch.
I mean, it's not going to give any extra to my experience here.
Gonna draw my SMG, so my gun is drawn.
Yeah, I'll draw.
Is it
Is it the Soviet anthem?
No.
yeah.
It's being sung like quietly, as if he's kind of like singing it under his breath, while he's doing it. Like if you're humming something. Kalinka, kalinka, kalinka moya, vasodya yagodya, malinka, malinka moya.
That sounds too good for improv. You got something to tell us?
Do any of us know the song?
I don't know.
I mean,
Any of you have Russian history?
Well, I speak Russian, so maybe
Academics.
Can you put a translation in the chat?
Art.
please?
Oh God, are you asking me to fucking translate song text now?
No, it's fine. Arch.
Hey,
It's
no,
fine.
I can understand the words. You didn't have to sing it, but now I want to know what it means.
Oh, for God's sake, even I don't fucking know what it means.
See,
Okay,
I
Arch.
wouldn't be so cruel to you, Arch.
Yeah, but you're
I
cruel
like-
to the party.
Once you're done with the translation, I like to do something here, but I'll wait it out.
I can just say what the song is. There's nothing important. It's a common song.
Yeah, but the lyrics might have implicit meaning.
If
I really
Arch
doubt
doesn't
it,
know
but-
what it means, I doubt it has implicit.
Little red berry,
Yeah.
red berry of
translation.
mine.
I'm just trying to be creepy here, like setting the mood for some gold for spirit.
Yes, that's from Wikipedia. In the garden there is a berry, little raspberry of mine.
What a freak.
Yeah, creepy.
Okay, so I would like to listen to the song for a little bit, just so I can pick up the basic beats of it.
This is what a Malkavian would do.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm going to distract this person while you guys open fire.
I
Wait,
would
why-
Great idea.
did it.
We have no idea who it is.
Devil
Well, it's
May
not
Cry
a mortal or a
record of
vampire,
virginity.
so
So we're
Yeah.
going to be opening fire. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our guns out.
Speaking of, V,
yes.
you know that little nagging feeling at the back of your mind?
No, he doesn't.
There's as
He was born
you hear
without one.
this, as you hear this song, it gets more strident. The little voice is telling you that you should stand at the back of the group.
I put my hands over my ears, and I start wobbling my head towards the wall, and it's like, not good.
Okay.
And I walk towards the back.
So
Okay.
it's a magic song that hurts V's.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Can I use Sense the Unseen?
And
Level 1 aspects.
what
Allows
does it
them
do?
allows them to sense presences otherwise hidden from the naked eye. This can be anything from other vampire using obfuscate to someone using auspex to spy. It can find blood sorcery, rituals. It basically, I can find like spells and things going on.
Yeah, you can do that.
I start
Alright.
scratching at the wall like the Jews in Ashkenaz, saying, "Make the voices stop. Make the voices stop."
The cost is free, and it's either wits and aspects or resolve and aspects. What do I have?
There is a
here?
quick way to make the voices stop. I mean.
Okay, here I go. I'm going to do it. I got Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't sense anything.
Yep. Nope, yeah. It's fine. There's nothing bad in there.
Okay.
I'll just trust Arch on that.
Yeah, V isn't under a magic spell, it's just guilt.
I've got Auspex as well. Do I need to? Could I do something?
You could try what I just tried. Yeah, the sense the unseen.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
Apparently Rags was dropped out. He just said his internet's died.
Okay.
The cost is free, so there's no rouse check, and it's either wits and aspects or resolve and aspects. Whichever one's higher, I guess.
Just figure out how to do that with the goddamn sheet. That wasn't it. How do I do that?
Yep. Well, you have your aspects discipline, and then there's two windows. The first one you set to either wits or resolve, whichever one you're using.
Ah, right. Okay.
The second one you set to discipline, and then you roll
okay.
the dice.
Sorry, what was the discipline I need?
Aspects.
Yeah.
It won't be in the list. You just set it as discipline.
Oh, right. Okay. Did that do it?
Seems like it.
Yep. Okay.
And you somehow got better than me.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what are you looking for?
Whatever's there.
Yes, Sense the Unseen says that you just find. Let's see. You can find blood sorcery. You can find rituals. It's just you just sense something supernatural that's in the area.
Okay. Right. As you reach out to see if there's anything there, the singing stops. And you can feel some sort of magic. The magic is right behind the door in front of you. And the door begins to open very slowly.
Okay. I guess just wait for it to open. Ready our weapons.
This house did not settle, and neither did the dead.
Do you want me to distract? Because I have a good idea for distraction.
When the door opens, the room is completely dark, like utterly pitch dark. But stood in the doorframe is a young man, good looking, late 20s. He has shoulder-length black hair, and he's not particularly imposing. You'd say even a little bit soy boyish, perhaps, with grey eyes.
It's an elf. Kill it.
Right.
He seems almost happy to see you. Like he's got a little smile on his lips and says, in perfect German as well, if strangely archaic, you must be the one sent by the man upstairs.
Yes. What can we do for you?
Right. Still smiling, he says, well, I was hoping you could help me in the long term. But first, I know that deals are mutual, and so I would like to help your friends first.
With?
This house did not settle, and neither did the dead.
Right. Okay. But what would you like to help us with?
With that, you can see almost a tiniest little spark in his eyes, and your Auspex gives you a strange reading for just the slightest second, as he says, "Well, you've come to kill. I'm good at killing."
Chat recommends that we defend ourselves till he's dead.
Yeah.
We do have 20 people upstairs that need to die now, thanks to V.
fuck my ascension within the ranks?
How about if we just unfuck your descent
Okay.
within the ranks?
Okay, so I mean, like, if he wants to fight us, I guess we're gonna have to do it. Like, what choice do we have?
What do you think he wants to fight you?
I don't know. I'm not sure what he wants.
He's offered to help you kill.
Oh well,
Presumably,
no,
Bolsheviks.
I don't know. This guy seems kind of creepy. I think we can do it on our own.
Can you kill Stalin?
Rags is very upset that he's missing the exchange with the gay guy in the dungeon.
He seems a bit quizzical at that. Stalin?
The
I've heard
leader
this-
of the Russian people and the Soviet Revolution.
Revolution?
Oh, you
Think
sound really
Bradfau on
bloody.
steroids.
Is he the Tsar?
No, he killed the Tsar. Well, his predecessor killed the Tsar. And they took over. It's complete chaos. It's like
Quick
the
short history of
peasants.
the Russian Revolution.
Yeah, it's like a peasant uprising on steroids. The peasants have
Yeah.
took over, and the aristocracy is now in the dirt.
They found a way to make themselves stupid and hungry.
Wait, this is actually a really great thing for V to be pitching. Sorry.
Okay. All right. You're like, the peasants have taken over. Is this why the war is happening then?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Sort of.
Okay. He seems quite pleased with that news. Good. I'm ready to come out now.
I'm gonna say, hang on a second. What kind of in what way do you have speciality in killing people? Why should we take you on? We're an elite group. You have to understand. We're not just taking any old person.
Okay.
I whispered towards Sargon, treat him with respect.
I'll point at V and say, you have to defeat this man to join us.
I think this guy is an ancient Russian vampire assassin of some kind, and
Yeah,
he's about
I'll
to
go
join
for
the
it.
Russians, I think.
I mean, if my Malkavian senses are tingling, this is bad.
Yeah, you're at the back of the group. You're shouting past everyone, presumably sheltering
Okay,
behind
so,
Rags.
let him show us a proof of his skills, or to explain to us why he's good. I'm not just taking him on faith.
Okay.
Okay, I take 3 steps back.
All right. He's like, well, he steps aside so that you can pass by him, and he gestures towards the room. Please.
I
Yeah,
shake
okay,
my
I'm
head.
gonna
No,
go.
no.
Is it dark in there?
It is.
I can see in the night. So what do
Yeah,
I
I
see?
can see in the dark as well. What can I see?
Is it unclean in there?
Okay. You step inside. The room is the one in which you fought the wizard person.
Mhm.
His corpse is no longer there, nor is any other body. You can see tattered clothes off in a corner, but what is by far more striking is the fact that every square centimeter of the walls is painted in blood.
Snack walls.
I'm actually not especially impressed with that, as we'd killed everyone in there first. So
Oh, you want to tell them that?
yeah, we killed everyone in this room.
No, don't say it, Sargon.
What?
Actually, I think what you should do first is taste the wall. Well, you have that ability to read to read information by tasting a person's blood.
I'm
So-
guessing that you also have that ability, don't you?
No, I don't.
Damn.
It's only you who has it. It's a Tremere thing.
Lick
What
it,
a lick-
Sargon. Lick it. Lick it.
Licking the wall? That's disgusting.
We've got to lick the walls to find out about the texture quality and anisotropic filtering.
You can sip it on a finger and then go like.
Yeah, you have to lick the wall.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that then. What do I have to roll?
It's under blood magic, or what is it called? Thaumaturgy.
A taste for blood, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cost-free dice pools, resolve, and blood sorcery. Right, okay.
Sargon the wall licker.
Not
Make some
licking
artwork
wall.
of that, somebody.
Okay. Well, it's not hard to notice. You can taste the blood of at least 20 people.
Anyone can kill 20 humans. Okay.
Go on, Jared Holt.
Anything interesting about any of them, or are they all just...
Yeah.
Well,
Well, 20 humans.
19 of them were German.
Yeah.
I see.
No, V, it's your lucky day. This is 19 parts to 1. Your
Sacrilege!
Well, that's what you chose as your special.
So, what
speciality.
was the non-German?
That was the one Russian that you killed.
Okay. So anyone can drag 19 bound and gagged Germans into a room and kill them.
I don't think they were bound or gagged, unfortunately.
Okay, fine, let's go.
Hold on, I got some artwork.
Are we about to be
This is pretty good.
Commies.
Are we about to go for a ball and negotiation strategy and say, yeah, this is all right, and then leave and see what he does?
Well, he hasn't asked us for anything. So,
Yeah,
Are
I'm
the
not
walls
sure what
covered-
this guy's motivations are.
yeah. Well, all I know is that we suddenly have a vanguard. So,
So the walls are covered in blood, but they're still just like the stone walls or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to lead him outside?
yes.
He can go first.
I keep a maximum distance of 10 feet at all times.
A max.
Maximum 10 feet, so you're usually less than that.
Sorry, minimum, I bet.
I'm not going to be worried about it. Let's just go.
Okay. Yep. He has no problems leaving first. He simply walks outside and starts looking around. The soldiers seem a slight bit nervous. Emil walks back over to you and asks you what your impression of him is.
Seemed like a Russian traitor.
Are you sure you want to say that, Saigon?
Well,
You sure that's not a V move?
that is a V move. Okay, what do we want to say?
Well, he does seem Russian, but he doesn't seem like... Oh, sorry. Okay, you're saying a traitor to the Russians, therefore useful to us. Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may be a defector from the Russian cause. I guess we should have established this beforehand. Like, what are your actual allegiances now? Like, he seemed happy that there was a peasant revolt.
The exact words I'll use are Slavic Untermensch. Okay.
That might be the worst option I've heard yet.
Hold on. I probably should have asked this
Why?
earlier. Sargon, those 19 guys, were they like German soldiers? Were they German peasants? Do you know anything other than that?
Well, it just didn't tell me.
Mm.
If
What do you
they're
think,
here,
Arch?
they're unlikely to be peasants.
Yeah.
Right, so this guy could be useful, I think. At the very least, we shouldn't just wipe him out.
I agree.
So, let's say that we should have found out more before we had to report back. Really, well, with what we know now, we can say he's probably I've probably, how do we say it in a way that doesn't break any sort of masquerade? He may be similar to our kind, who has been down here hibernating for a very long time. That seems to be indicated by his knowledge of the Tsar and lack of knowledge of Stalin.
But he's a werewolf, isn't he?
Is he a werewolf? Didn't know.
That was the general impression I got from.
No, I think he might be a very powerful vampire, which is why Deva's skill didn't work.
He didn't look like a... I don't know what werewolves look like in their human form.
Well, humans.
Yeah, but what
This
kind
looks
of
like a human.
human? Like,
Oh.
he's a very svelte,
Well,
lithe human.
humans are quite diverse.
Yeah, but werewolves hate vampires, so if he was a werewolf, he would have attacked us.
Okay, but don't we smell him? I mean, like, you guys with the senses or whatever.
Hold on. I kind of have an idea here. Some of us have some hunger. Should we actually lick the walls?
Right.
Maybe
to
we'll
restore
do that
some blood.
afterwards. We're still upstairs, and we're still trying to figure out what to do with this guy. We've been asked a question by the officer, so we need to answer it. V, do you know why you had the... No one's actually asked this yet. Had the painful reaction? Like, is there a particular kind of thing
Yeah,
that
my
gives you the
character,
reaction?
like the Malkavians, which is what I'm playing, are people that are insane, and they sometimes get premonitions. So in this case, the premonition signals danger. Like immense power or something like that.
Okay, so it's not a reaction to a specific kind of thing. Okay. Right, so we don't know enough about this guy yet. But he used to be Russian, or he's Russian, he probably isn't communist, so he might be useful. But we don't know much more unless he tells us. I mean, we could just ask him. But I guess he doesn't know much.
Well, let's ask him.
We'll ask him, what do you intend to do now that you are out of... Wait, if he was hibernating, how did we not find him last time?
Why wasn't hibernating?
So many questions.
Everything we learn just gives us at least 2 questions.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just say to the officer, he seems like he'll be an asset.
Okay.
Yeah, he killed 19 Germans, so let's not forget that.
Lots of Germans were communists, mate.
I mean, that's true, but on the Russian front line?
Yeah. Where else are they going to defect to?
Okay, well, if you can find 19 Russian German defectors in one place, I think I'd be quite impressed.
It's not that many.
Okay, well,
They've got families as well. I mean, come on.
Why would the Germans defect when they're winning?
Yeah, good question. Ideological reasons.
communists? Gasp.
You know, it's those reasons that would go and make you tell the humans about the Masquerade, V.
Yeah, but I want to send the ranks.
I got this here. This is a picture of
Exactly.
Sargon. This is actually a pretty good picture of Sargon. That's cool.
That's actually great, yeah.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Just
Okay,
so
yeah.
you know,
So
Sargon, chat's saying you're the new V.
oh god, of course I am. Well, no, we'll just say he seems like a worthy ally or something. I don't know. Some fucking platitudinal bullshit, you know.
Okay.
We could offer to steward him, see if he'll be useful. I mean, he's a combatant and he hasn't hurt us yet, so he might actually be useful in combat. And then we can find out more about him as well.
All right. Well, Emil is still. He wants to know more about what specifically you thought. If you have any ideas of why he was there, what he was, and well, why he's so disturbing.
He seems pretty open to just telling us. Why don't we just ask him?
I mean, he was singing a song.
How old was this old Russian peasant song?
It's a good question, actually. I don't suppose we'd know that.
You might.
Yeah,
But I can
that's why I'm asking.
Written 1860.
Okay, that is cheating.
Do
Yes.
you have history?
Okay, we're now not allowed to use that knowledge.
Thanks.
Well,
thanks.
let's see. Hold on. Like, what role would that be for history? Arch's
Academics.
history role.
I have
Academics,
academics and
maybe?
I know Russian. Can I just roll
Yeah,
that? Arch?
I actually have some of that as well.
Plus.
Intelligence.
Yeah, I'd probably intelligence.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'd say
No, fantastic.
okay, what would so Russian is not a skill, it's just a thing. So what can we use for that?
Well, it's just cultural knowledge of a song, right?
Yeah.
Academics seems like it'd be fine.
Academics and intelligence seems reasonable.
Yeah, you would say that. You got a good roll.
Yeah, reasonable enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. When you were learning Russian, this was one of the songs that they used to teach it to you. It's a very old song, like Tsarist old song that was popular way, way back in the day. You would estimate that it's at least 100 years old.
Okay. Very interesting. Right. Okay. So, what are we telling this guy? Just tell him. I think we should say, I don't know. What did he ask?
Arch, do vampires have like extra long lifespans? Do they live forever if they don't get killed?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy is not necessarily anything special. He's just someone who's been asleep for a long time and not aware of the situation around him.
Well, the song thing came up because I told Emil here that he was singing a song, like an old song.
I'm not
And
sure
I'd,
that would be pertinent.
Remind you, you did auspex for Vampire and Mortal Minds and didn't find anything.
Yeah.
Oh, was it vampire and mortal? I see. Okay, well then
Yeah.
he could be a werewolf. Is there anything else he could be?
You could be a ghost.
He could be a powerful vampire that doesn't register on your OSPEC.
Yeah, like a high enough generation vampire I won't be able to detect.
Well, shit. Again, we could just ask him.
Yeah, let's go and ask him.
Turn over. Hey, what are you?
Be you vampire, werewolf, or something else?
Okay, so you're gonna basically go over and ask him what it is.
He used the vampire word for blood, so clearly he's a vampire.
What be you?
Okay. Emil tags along, but he stops a few feet away from the person. He seems confused. He's just kind of standing there, staring off at the soldiers, their weapons, their machine gun emplacement at the trucks and the cars. And he turns towards you when you approach.
Was Emil just dominated?
No, he's out of time. He doesn't know what all of this stuff is. I'll just.
No. Emil's the one that stopped further away and kind of went blank there. That's what it sounded like to me.
No. I'll just say to him, don't worry about this new stuff. Where have you come from?
He thinks about that for a second, like tilts his head. I'm not sure you'd understand.
Try me. I've got high intelligence.
Okay.
Roll for it.
It is a place not here, elsewhere. I was called here, bound here.
Okay.
He's a demon.
I'll academics and intelligence.
You could try that.
I could try that as well.
Yeah, someone else would better try that, frankly.
Does anyone else
This
have
might be-
academics intelligence?
This might be more like an occult roll, but yeah, I have 2 in academics. I can give it a go.
I'm making a cult roll instead. I'm way better at that.
You could try it.
Excellent.
What is it? Occult and what?
Damn it. I shall suck.
Occult intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so you're trying to discern what the meaning of those words are. He seems to suggest that he is from a different realm of existence. So he's not from here, Earth, which could mean that he'd be some kind of fae, a spirit, a werewolf connected to Gaia.
Yeah.
Or outside of the natural cycle.
So what you're saying is he's Xenos.
Basically.
Needs a purging.
And as chat said, elsewhere, he's a Khajiit. Yeah, so I'm going with demon.
Seems very demonic, yes.
We could just ask, are you what our people call a demon?
He answers flatly, no.
I'm not going with demon anymore.
Not just taking this guy at his word.
No, well, yeah, true. But if we're taking the first bit at his word, I'm from a different realm, and then assuming demon as a result, and then he says he's not a demon. I think
Well, is he going to be an
can-
angel?
Yeah, well, I mean, he might be.
Hmm.
I mean, I
think they actually-
do
I think there
angels
are
in this
angels.
universe kill people and spray their blood over walls?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Could be a vengeful
Okay, well,
angel.
I don't think we have to actually work out what he is.
Actually, the Angel of Death would do that, if you think about it.
Okay, but okay, right. So just say to the guy, yeah, he seems like a powerful fighter. It's good enough.
A powerful fighter. Wow.
We could ask him what he
Well,
wants
listen,
to
right?
do.
We are literally facing millions of communists, so that's a useful trait.
Well,
That's not wrong.
no, look, okay, so if he knows Kalinka, which is from, as far as we know, 100 years ago, I think Marx was doing his writings in the mid-19th century. We could ask him what he thinks of Marx. If he
That's a
says,
good idea.
I'm not a big fan of that philosophy, we can be, well then, do we have a job for you?
Yeah, let's do it. That's a good idea.
Have you
Sure.
heard about the gentleman named Marx or Engels?
I have, this is potentially an opportunity for me to use my performance stat.
Or Kropotkin?
I'll talk him through. It's probably not worth it. Yeah, let's just ask him that straight up.
Okay. As you ask him about Karl Marx or Engel, etc., he seems confused again and insists that he's never heard of those people.
Good. Keep it that way.
All you need to know is that they were bad men, and a lot of people on the other side of that border think that they were good men.
Right. Okay. So, what are you here for? Who summoned you?
Probably the wizard.
Probably the wizard.
The wizard Harry.
I mean, that's not necessarily untrue.
Okay. So you're asking him what he's here for and who summoned him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a slight smile. I don't think you need to know that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but this guy over here seems to want to know that. So,
The human?
yes. Some reason we're treating the human as if they're not human.
We really still don't know what this guy's motivations are. I think we need to establish whether or not he can consider us friends or foes. He's still holding things back from us, but he seems too flighty. He doesn't seem to want to actually nail himself down to any sort of motivation or allegiance or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult to deal with someone who just has no indication of any goals.
Yeah.
Well, you can ask him what his goal is.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but he's probably going to say, you don't need to know that. But yeah,
Actually,
sure, let's ask him.
I'll ask him this. Why did you kill 19 of our fellow troops?
Oh yeah, go straight in with the moralizing. Good idea, Dev.
No,
Again.
I'm going to say it in such a way that I'm not actually casting judgment. I just want to know.
How Dev?
Like,
how?
did they attack
How could
first?
you-
Like,
Okay.
I want you to say that without it sounding moralizing. I challenge you.
No, seriously, go on.
Yeah.
In a way that's
That-
non-judgmental.
now I got to think of this for a minute. Hold
Yeah,
on.
exactly right.
Roll performance, bitch. I tell you what. While Dev thinks about
Oh, okay.
that, could I ask?
No, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Those 19 guys. Did they attack you first or something?
That sounds really judgmental. Go on.
And that's not very specific.
Yeah, no.
No, he shakes his head. No.
All right, I'm sticking with my theory that this guy is a loose fucking cannon to the extreme.
Yep.
Should we just ask him, what do you intend to do in this realm?
Okay. He fixes his gaze on you, Zulu, and simply says, all I've ever wanted is to be free. And if you're invading this country, then we can help each other.
Is this literally Satan?
I would like to. I walk up to Eric and I ask him if he can have a private conversation for a sec.
Okay. He looks at you and says, "My name is Emil."
I'm vetoing V having a private conversation with him as well.
With Emil.
Listen, Emil, this guy's dangerous to us.
Like, can I no, V, let's not do private conversations, we might fuck it up.
Sargon, go and third wheel their conversation.
Right.
Here, I'll ask him. Free from what?
Okay.
From
Free
a cell
from
phone?
V's terrible winter.
Oh, he looks at Dev now and says, "Free from the shackles."
Okay, yeah, I get the metaphor, but that's no more specific than just saying free.
The shackles of what?
This is going to be recursive, isn't it? Now he's going to say free from the jail cell. It's another metaphor.
I'm playing a child. I can just do this Y thing forever.
But it's a question of whether or not he wants to give you the information. So he will ask you a question instead.
Mm-hmm.
I am new to this time. Who is your prince?
That would be me. No. I have imagined V doing that, though.
My character doesn't know who the Camarilla prince is. My character doesn't know what the Camarilla is.
How the fuck do you know what the Camarilla is?
No, I don't know. No. I can give you the backstory later if you like, but I'm like almost clanless.
Okay. Does anybody? Those of you who are connected to the Camarilla would probably know that the closest thing you have to a prince in this area is probably the Prince of Berlin, a Gustav.
But how many of us actually are connected to the Camarilla?
Right? I don't know. Any of you?
I think V might be, because he brought them up in that fight.
We are not working for the Camarilla. A lot of times have changed. We are working for the humans that are invading this country to bring law and order back to mankind.
Back to mankind. Okay. Oh, right. That's very interesting. All right. He seems intrigued by this.
Okay. That's because V just made it up.
Resisting the Camarilla.
Yeah. What? Why did you make that up?
Now we have someone new that's going to assassinate V.
He just smiles at this as if he seems to think that's a great idea.
Due to technological advances and the watering down of the kindred power with the new generations, the humans have gained considerable amount of strength, and we decided to join the National Socialists of Germany in order to quash down the communist rebellion.
Seemed like a winning team.
Okay, now you're using a lot of words that he doesn't understand.
I mean, that was all true in terms of the vampire lore, but I have no idea why we're telling him this.
Because he asked.
I think V senses that this guy is very trustworthy, and I really can see the logic there. I mean, just a few seconds ago, I was asking whether he was literally the devil, and now we're trusting him with all the information. I mean, V, what is your theory on who this guy is? Or is it just your policy to tell people the full truth?
It's either a spirit or a demonic entity that was brought by the mage, which summoned it. And I guess it needs to kill someone in order to free itself.
Well, then it would be free 20 times over.
No, it probably needs to kill a specific person in order to become free.
Good news.
Yeah, can we define who that person is at all?
Hang on, how do you know this? Are you just taking V's word for it?
I'm not taking anything.
No,
We don't know.
No, I'm
there's
just
no
making
theory,
deductions.
that's
Like it's a supernatural entity that appeared in a place where a mage was located, right? And he says he wants to be free, which means that he is shackled, which probably means that the mage, which was reading a book when we encountered it, was practicing some form of summoning ritual, which is what the book you got actually is, a summoning ritual book.
Just give him the book then.
No.
I don't think these are safe assumptions.
V, however, if all those assumptions are true, then try to resist the temptation about telling him the truth about the book.
Yeah, I'm not telling him anything useful. Like he's asking for basic bitch knowledge, which
unlike with the officer.
Yeah, but the officer is different.
He wasn't even asking for that stuff you gave him.
Yeah, right. He had no idea about any of this.
The Nazi officer is your friend. Tell him things.
Tell him everything.
Okay. Like he asks for a bit of clarification.
Yeah, me too.
These socialists, they are enemies of the Rus and the Kievs?
Yes.
I give him a brief rundown of the Communist Manifesto.
Communist Manifesto?
No, well, he asked what
they
socialists are, right? So I give him like the political ideology of what is socialism.
Oh no, he said these socialists. You said National Socialists, so he's referring to them, these socialists.
Oh, yeah, I give him a rundown of what National Socialism is.
We still don't know if he's on the Russians' side, V.
He doesn't want the answer to that. He'll interrupt you a few sentences in and just re-ask the question if they're enemies of the Kievans or the Rus.
Yes.
Yes.
Mortal enemies.
Good.
Well, that was a 50-50 coin flip.
Yeah.
We got the answer we wanted. Good.
Yeah.
Right. Now, right, we'll go back to the captain or whatever it was who asked us how we felt about this guy. Go back and say, yeah, he seems fine.
No, I will not lie to the superior officer.
Yeah, he does seem fine. He's enemies of the Russians, and that's good. He doesn't.
We managed to convince him that the Russian are the Untermensch.
I tell Emil he seems to be a supernatural entity of immense power that would probably be able to eradicate all of us if he desired. However, he seems intent on fighting communists.
Okay.
That does sound pretty good, I have to say.
Emil's face pales a bit at that.
Why? Why do you let me do the talking?
Yeah, he seems kind of shocked and just like, my God.
It's a demon from another time, or he seems fine. Which one was the safe bet?
You could bring an entire battalion here and they wouldn't stand a chance.
Right, okay.
Oh, he has literally brought an entire battalion here.
They didn't stand a chance.
Chat saying that the kingdoms he references are like 1,000 years old.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's why
they're
I
very
just
old.
said yes. Just when he's talking out of time, just agree with him.
There is weapon made by mortal hands that could vanquish this foe.
Okay, look. What does the guard say, or the captain say even?
Well, now that V has told him this, he's not sure what he's supposed to say either. Like, okay,
yeah,
like
look at each other awkwardly and then move on.
He's trying to separate V from the group.
Finally.
Finally.
Takes him by the shoulder and tries to lead him away.
There's something that I'd like to do while this is happening, but I'll wait until you guys are done.
I tell him, picture a tornado, a wild storm. Can you fight it? No, you can get out of its way.
Well, first and foremost, is anybody going to shoot V to avoid whatever's going to happen next?
Oh, yeah, yes.
I do find it funny how V's tactic for ascending the ranks is to tell the truth. I would not have expected that in Nazi.
You're going to end up in a ditch somewhere, just so you know. Right.
Okay, so
hang on. I'm going to say, yeah, as V's commanding officer, I demand that you say anything you have to say in front of me.
Demanding of a superior officer,
Shut up!
are you?
Let me do it. Just let me do it.
Okay. All right, so he acquiesces to that. So he's asking.
Thank God. I'm just thinking, right, what other secrets do we have that V can just give away? We have
So
to
basically,
stop this.
you're trying to out V in order to stop V from Ving us
No,
all.
no, I that was fine. Right, sorry, carry on, Arch.
He asks you, is he one of you? Can
Nope.
we control him?
Nope.
Are you
It's
implying you
Hang on,
control-
hang on. Okay, Han. I'm gonna say to the captain, we can't guarantee that we can control him, but he does appear to be quote one of us.
I shake my head and no. There's a disagreement.
One of us. One of us.
When I say one of us, I mean a non-human.
Okay.
Entity of supernatural status or something.
Yeah, not a vampire if that's what you're asking.
We never asked its pronouns. God damn it!
No, you should have.
Chat's saying
Okay.
we should ask his name, which might be good for a demon. I don't know how that works in this universe.
Well, he's not going to tell us his real name. He's not V. Here's my real name. Oh, thanks very much.
He Emil just looks nervous and a little confused by all of this, but
Understandable.
he well, I suppose we have no other choice. He did contact us, after all. We
How?
will
Hang
take
on.
him.
How did he contact you?
He blinks in surprise. Well, he commented the radio of the crew sent to secure the place.
And what did he say?
Emil looks again extraordinarily uncomfortable with all of this and says, I was not informed.
How do you know how to use a radio?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're not there usually, so they have to ask it.
Right.
I imagine it's going to be some magical bullshit. So let's. I'll shrug with the captain and say, I suppose it is indeed what we're going to have to just accept.
So, during this, I guess I'll be with our guest. I'm going to ask him about the song. Where do you learn that song?
Just snippets that I heard while sleeping.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
So he
And
was
then I'll just sing it a little bit.
right. So he was half awake during the 19th century. Hence, he didn't know about Marx.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna perform a little bit of it. So charisma.
No,
and performance.
Go on, Dev. Sing.
All right.
And again, most of Marx's fans are about half as conscious as most other people.
I will. I'll just say that I like the song too, and then I'll sing a little bit and see if he joins me.
Can you speak Russian, Dev?
How good of a singer am I?
Do you speak Russian?
Well, I don't, but I'm sure I can hum it or something. Like I got the notes. I got them when I was downstairs.
Okay. He seems annoyed.
Yeah, okay.
What, he doesn't
Well,
like
why were
cute
you
little
singing
lollies?
it then if you don't like it?
No, he just doesn't like your rendition of it because you're shit.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's see. Dev, would you be so kind as to roll composure plus intelligence?
All right. Is he gonna mind fuck me for a minute? Let me see.
That's two things in traits. I'm going to roll both separately.
Yeah, that is two traits. So composure and intelligence.
Yeah, just roll that number of d10s.
Intelligence. Composure, second attribute, intelligence. No modifiers.
No, he said roll that number of d10s.
That should do it there.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the same.
Okay. As
Yeah,
you
but-
sing, you get increasingly annoyed by the song to the point where you're starting to think to yourself, why am I singing this fucking song? You're getting angry, like really properly angry.
I guess it is a bad song.
If he frenzies, he better not bite me again. Well, I'm going to have a proper harem out of the party pretty soon. And I think there might be a problem with this harem member.
I tell Emil one more thing, officer. The vampires, they like to keep their secrets. So if you want to poke at the unknown, be very careful who you share the information with, because the vampires, they have very strong and potent assassins.
Speaking of that, you were mentioning something about Vampire Society, V. Would you like to continue?
Yeah,
When
I
did
tell
we
him
get to
it's
the
like
point where we are
Hold on a second. I
when
have
does it
some
get to the
artwork
point
here.
that we're responsible to shoot V to stop the Masquerade violation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
told
we
him,
might be
Well,
actually obliged to do so at this point.
We're accessories.
The vampires.
before we get into
prefer-
that, I have this artwork and it's pretty good. Everyone chanting "Lick it" to Sargon.
Well, it is disgusting.
All right.
I tell
What is
Emil,
VtM?
the Vampire Society prefers to remain unknown. I joined the National Socialist ranks out of
that's-
my own convictions and volition. However, I don't think my other party
All right,
members
V,
did
stop,
so as well.
V.
And I look
rolled
towards
to put
Sargon.
my hand over your mouth. You gotta stop. I rolled a 6.
Well, sadly, you're not there. Only Sargon is.
Yeah, I
Well,
basically
I'll
tell-
fucking. I'll
All
roll
right, so,
that.
so I tell him that the Vampire Society prefers to remain hidden from the mortals. They prefer to keep
I
their
won.
secrets. I joined the National Socialists out of my own convictions and beliefs, but I don't think the rest
Why
of my
does V
party
have
members
to
did so
defect
as well,
to
and I
every
look towards
enemy we
Sargon.
V, why do you have to defect every opponent of the party?
Sargon has wandered over to pick some flowers.
Yeah.
This is going fantastically. I'm so glad.
V, why don't you have allegiance to us?
Why don't you have allegiance to the National Socialists?
We do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. We just have allegiance to being vampires first because we are vampires.
You nicked the book.
What?
You nicked it.
Yes, I know, because we might need it.
V, everyone that's part of a group has allegiance to that group before they have allegiance to the broader group.
Yeah.
With some exceptions, but generally the group that you're in that's more proximate is the one you have more allegiance to.
When I say we might need it, V, I mean you and me in order to, I don't know, take over the Reich or something.
But I'm not bringing upon you any problems. Like, this is on my head.
Are you kidding?
Well, again, as I said, V, I think we might be responsible. Like, it might be the right thing for us to do, according to the Camarilla, to kill you to stop you from doing this.
Arch, how does it work?
Guilt by association is a thing.
Right. Well, then, V, I think we have our answer.
We just stop telling people about like the secret vampire stuff. Jesus, please. It seems irresponsible at best.
Irresponsible is V's middle name.
I realize it's disappointing that you can't just betray us, but we really need to not be betrayed.
But, Sargon, how else is V going to evade the point of the campaign in order to rise up and become the Führer?
Point.
I want to turn gobbles into my kindred.
We will
Okay.
still do that. Like, holy shit, man! Just don't betray all of vampire kind in the process.
When did you have to go, Uzulu?
10:30, ideally.
So that's in
45 minutes. Sorry, yeah, time zone's 45 minutes from now.
okay. Right. So we probably won't have anything beyond this scene here. So we can start wrapping it up now because we don't have time to do anything particularly interesting in 45 minutes.
We could start the rest of the tank mission if we're still on that.
So you are. V has told Emil all he wants to know about Vampire Society, which is good. He's
Yeah, and I
written
also
him
told him
notes.
to hold on. I told him not to say who the source is.
And I also asked him to keep it secret, as in, top secret information. Like, make sure he doesn't tell to other people what he knows.
But did you make him do the secret handshake?
No. Like, I'm saying, like, he should treat this as state information. Like, just need to know basis. He shouldn't just talk about it with his friends on a beer or something.
Do you think he considers you the state?
No. You don't understand. Like, he should only pass it to superior officers with top secret written on the documents.
What? Pass to anyone.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Like, I mentioned that there are vampire assassins that might come after him if he doesn't.
I'm sure that V did his research and specifically found the one Nazi officer who could be trusted to only send this legitimately up the chain, and didn't just blab to the first officer he came across who asked him about it.
Well, he seems to be part of a secret society dedicated on finding out about the occult.
Okay,
well,
maybe.
he has an eye and a cross, and I'm unaware of this thing existing in reality, so I think Ash created them specifically for this game purpose.
Every German has the cross, for one thing.
Yeah, but the eye on top of the cross.
It could just be the intelligence service.
No, those look different.
Oh yeah, V knows his eyes apparently.
Those would be the Gestapo.
Okay, but like, I don't want to tell anyone anything.
Yeah, I tell
we
Emil
don't
that there are vampire assassins that would kill people who are spreading information about vampire kind.
Brilliant. Okay, can you tell him absolutely nothing else now, please?
Yes.
Just one final Masquerade violation there, V, just to make sure that he doesn't pass it on.
Why? Okay, yeah, fine. Okay.
Yeah, just give me a moment while I note all of this down. Things V has spilled today.
I don't want to end the session this early, just to have to go in 50 minutes, or however long. You guys could keep going, like at least for a bit, after I have to go. That way you could do something else before the end of the session.
Is there anything left of the Masquerade that V has not revealed?
Serious question. A little drama, Sargon. Let's spice it up a little bit. Just make it more interesting.
We've just met this interdimensional being of extreme power, and you're like, "Oh, this isn't spicy enough."
This is a great time to. This is a great time to make sure that hundreds of Nazi vampire assassins are chasing us down.
Actually, it wouldn't be vampire assassins; it would be the church.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh yeah, they've got no power.
Much better.
It depends, really. I mean, they're still humans, but they know vampire weaknesses like fire and stuff like that.
Good stuff.
I mean, at the worst, they will send Van Helsing after you.
Played by Hugh
Shouldn't be a problem.
It would actually be cool if Arch creates Van Helsing as a character.
I think Van Helsing was
the way you're going, V, you're probably going to create the vampire hunters.
Yeah, it's going to be the rest of us.
Yeah, but the church is under the Nazi rule, so
the church is actually pretty powerful in vampire lore. They have true faith, so a lot of their crosses will definitely work. They know how to fight. Like the vampire hunters are actually pretty serious business.
That's true, Devil, but we're under World War II. And we're on behalf of the Nazis, which own the church.
Yeah, true enough.
See, I actually managed to pick a good point in time to do this shit.
I don't think this is ever a good thing to have done.
Well, think about it. The Nazis actually know about vampires, so the Masquerade is already broken.
Were you actually aware that you were breaking the Masquerade when you started doing this, V, or is that just a post?
No, not really, because the Nazis are bringing us blood packs, so they know about vampire existence.
There's obviously a small, like, elite core of, like, inner party people who are aware of this, which is why they're using us. But we're supposed to be going after the Soviets, not like proselytizing vampire lore.
I guess, but this guy, he had the charm. He just it was something about.
Well, it's all well and good saying that now, but now you're pregnant, so you can't take it back.
He was a fellow academic interested in the occult.
V allows himself to get charisma rolled by an NPC despite there being no charisma roll.
I just clicked with him.
So Arch, does anything happen to me other than getting angry?
Right, because you missed the gay guy.
Oh, I know. I heard of all the fucking times I wait a week
also
for this.
V giving everything away. It was mine.
Yeah,
I
V's
didn't give anything
doomed
away. I
us
didn't name the prince.
Well, that's the last thing you haven't done, V.
Oh, you're saving that for episode 5.
But yeah, Arch.
Yes.
Did anything else happen to me other than getting mad at my own singing?
No, you're just angry. Really
Eh.
irrationally angry.
Can you give me just a really quick recap of what I missed before my internet cut out?
He kept giving away state secrets.
Why would
Yep.
you do that, V?
And this guy
And he
killed.
just kept going. He just kept going. He wouldn't stop.
And this guy that we found had killed 19 German soldiers, but he seems to be like an ancient entity that was locked away that just wants to kill Russians. So,
Oh, wow. Well, so
We're-
the 19 Germans just, all right, sucks to be
Well,
them.
yeah, pretty much. So I'm just irrationally angry. How long am I irrationally angry for?
A while.
He stops talking.
No, that's
Like, are we
rational anger.
talking hours or months?
Hours, probably.
Okay.
You see Uzulu standing over there, just looking all smug. You want to punch him. And Rags too, sniffing things. You just, oh. And V. God damn V.
You can't smell anger.
But I'm not losing any kind of control, am I?
Oh, not yet.
Oh, god damn it.
Right, is there anything else you want to do here? I mean, Emil's pretty much said that, okay, all right, we'll try and take him for now.
Oh, he's not going to come with us?
God, no. You can't be trusted with this.
Thank God.
I'm not sure the humans can handle him.
Hold on. I'm going to go to our newfound friend and say, hey, you're going to be good in sunlight, right?
He looks at you as if he doesn't quite understand the question.
You're not going to die if sunlight touches you?
No, in that he doesn't understand what you're saying as you're frothing at the mouth.
Oh, okay. God damn it. I'm that angry, eh?
Basically,
I think I can translate from Lolly.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'll ask him. Are you affected by sunlight like the rest of us?
not like you, no.
Oh, that was very specific. Thank you.
Go on.
Yeah, how are you affected by sunlight then?
As you yell at him, how the fuck aren't you affected by sunlight?
Well, okay.
He
look,
glitters.
we're giving him over to some new parents now, so we have to say goodbye. We have to give him the assurance that these people are nice. I don't know what the hell they intend to do with him, but I guess like just we these gentlemen are going to look after you now. They probably will give you an opportunity to kill plenty of Russians, or whatever the word for Rus or Kiev is in the equivalent form.
Why does he hate Russians?
We don't know. He's quite enigmatic.
People are saying we should try to ghoul him. I think that'd probably get us killed.
Ghoul him?
Yeah,
Would you like a drop of blood?
Yeah, no. Vampires can turn humans into slaves, and they're called ghouls.
He's not a human.
by making them drink blood. But I think they can do it to anything. They can do it to animals.
Yeah, you
and
can do it to other
creatures.
vampires as well, but I don't think you
Yeah.
can do it to werewolves. Like, it depends.
I think you do it to werewolves, but they're not going to want. They just want to kill you, so they're not going to want to do it.
Arch,
Mm,
are you distracted by chat?
vaguely. What were you doing?
Well,
Ghouling
I
him.
guess we're moving on to whatever the next thing is.
You try and bite him.
No. I did not try and bite him. That
No,
was a joke in
ghouling
the
would
chat.
require him to bite Devil.
Yes, and we're not going to do that.
All right.
Would you like a
so,
lovely glass of grenadine, my friend?
well, no, lore-wise, if a mortal bites a vampire, which is news, by the way, mortal bites vampire, what exactly happens?
The mortal becomes a slave to the vampire, and it's called the ghoul.
Yes.
Would I be able to make an occult roll to figure out what type of creature he is?
You don't really have enough information.
Can I sense? Sorry, can I sense the beast on him and find out?
Let's see. Sense the beast. Probably.
All right, let's I'll give that a shot then. Let me pull up my thing. I guess I can just re-roll that. Did it not roll? Oh, here we go.
We should find out if this guy needs any kind of, like, if he needs blood like we do, or some kind of special thing that, like, the soldiers can provide him.
I don't think he needs blood, otherwise it wouldn't be so much splattered across the walls.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, he might need something, because he's supernatural, obviously. So he might need something special to sustain himself.
Was that enough to find out what he is?
And like, if there's 19 people, he could have drained one and splattered the others because he doesn't need that much blood to eat.
Okay. You do your little sensey thing. Let's see. Oh. You look at him. Or where you thought he was. He isn't there. Dev, too. You were talking to him a second ago. Now he's not in front of you.
Oh man, if only that could happen to V.
Well, it's your dream situation, Rags. He's right behind you, leaning in and whispering gently into your ear. Quite literally. And he's just like, no.
He's not figuratively whispering into my ear?
Guys, he's an Enderman.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel kid.
Rags used a ranged attack and he's teleporting behind him.
I tell him I'll trade all my diamonds if he lets me go.
He's going to take your grass block and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, it took forever to grow that. What does he say?
Just that, no.
No? Like K-N-O-W?
Do you think it's that one or the other one?
Nine.
Nicht. Nine.
Right, I think you have to say Nani now.
Nani?
Nine, but 9 means C.
No means yes. That's a rape joke. That's horrible.
Whoa.
And the stream was monetized up until this very moment.
You're the one who brought up rape.
Yeah, this Nazi stream is monetized.
Jeez.
Yeah, right.
Like, we let you do Nazi vampires, but Nazi rape, we got to draw the line somewhere.
But he doesn't seem to want to have anybody know what he is.
Well, I just still know what he is.
No, because you haven't actually, used the ability on him.
Yeah, I did. I just rolled for it.
Yes, and he dodged, basically.
How do you dodge?
By moving so fucking fast that when you're looking at him, he goes away. You can try and use it on him again.
Well, how does he move?
Be able to do a roll to see if we know if there's any supernatural creatures that can teleport?
Clearly there are.
Well, to maybe narrow down which one it is.
It says I can sense it. How do you dodge sensing presence?
Well, because after he dodged, you were sensing empty air.
No, it's always passive.
Is it passive? Well, I guess.
Yeah, it is. The duration is passive. It's always on.
No, it is passive, but you do actually have to concentrate on it.
As I mentioned, he's a powerful entity beyond our comprehension, which is why my sense turned on. So,
yeah,
he's way
there's
too
a lot
baggy to be beyond comprehension.
There's a lot of ways to counteract various disciplines in this game. I'm not surprised.
All right.
Would you like to try it again?
You probably should not try it again.
I think the DM is sending a message. I get it.
If you want, I could try to dominate him.
No, go for it.
You know what? I walk up to him and I say, I'm going to try to dominate you. Please resist.
Oh my god. Please resist.
Session before V kills us all.
We still got 30 minutes. We could fart around here a little bit.
But is it wise?
How many ways could V kill us at this point?
No, hold on. I asked him. Could I assess your strength with
Power
your
level?
permission?
Okay. V. Roll wits plus awareness.
Shit, rolling awareness in your campaign. Hold on. I think you need to roll awareness plus wits.
He briefly teleports you to Tartaros just to demonstrate how powerful he is.
Yeah. There we go.
That's pretty good. All right. V. You are completely and utterly convinced that not only do you not need to know anything about his power, but that doing so would be actively harmful to you.
The rest of us already had a decent inkling. of it.
I turned pale and I almost faint, but luckily Emil is there, so I basically just grab on his shoulder and I managed to regain composure.
Are you trying to start a gay relationship with this Nazi officer?
Yes.
It's not even your first of the campaign, V.
Urzulu is jealous. You're supposed to be in love with him.
I tell Emil, this creature, get me away from it. Get me away from it.
Well, now that V has been on the receiving end of dominate,
I think Emil is gradually turning towards the opinion that vampires are Untermensch.
Yeah, I tell Emil, can I leave the barn? Permission to leave.
Yeah. I mean, he's got what he is looking for.
With inhuman speed, I just burst out and just keep walking towards the vehicle that we used to sleep.
Okay.
Such a flamboyant Nazi.
Yeah, he really is.
Well, why don't you poke the man and find out?
Every-
you
everyone
think
that
that without
pokes
your
him-
friend if you want.
Everyone that pokes him gets poked back 10 times harder. Someone in chat's saying the theory that he dominated the radio operator. I mean, it's possible, but then how would he even know what a radio is to form that idea?
He could have seen people using it.
I guess if he's this powerful, yeah, he could probably have read the mind.
Could read minds. He could have, did what Sargon does by leaking the blood and getting the memories of the victim. He could have seen people using the radio.
I think Arch might be trying to tell us that there's not a lot more we can do with this guy right now.
Kinda.
Well, you didn't have to confirm it, but that's just my theory. Either way, he doesn't, from in-game, he doesn't seem very responsive or willing to give any more information, and we're not really involved anymore because Emil's taking over. So unless anyone else has anything else to do with this guy, I guess we should find out what our next mission is, or continue with the tank killing if it's still that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, you can return to your officer. Get aboard the truck and trundle off.
Sorry, we could still ask his name before we go, just so we have something to refer to him by.
You could.
My friend, before we leave you, may we have your name?
Rise Shah.
Dev, write it down.
I can't. I'm too angry.
All right, I'm putting it in. I'm spelling it how it sounds like and putting it in the D&D chat. There you go.
How do you spell that? Just ask me, how do you spell that? By the way, I gotta write this down.
In Latinate script, if you don't mind.
For our notes, how should we spell that?
Gonna add you to the Rolodex.
Arch, is that close enough in the D&D chat?
There, I'll put it in the D&D chat.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wrote. Okay, fair enough. Well,
That is not. That isn't even close to what you put down.
it's one letter different and it's a silent
No, it
letter.
is not. You are making that up.
Right, let's move on, lads.
Okay.
Now, is that your first and last name, or is that like a full name?
Let's move on, lads and lady. We've bled this stone dry.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Backdoor driver. Am I still angry?
Yes.
God damn it.
You insult his mother.
I feel like him and I got on pretty well. I'm one of the only people that didn't try to antagonize or take advantage of him.
I didn't try to antagonize him.
You didn't try to, but you succeeded anyway.
No, he just said no.
Didn't say
Kev
no to me.
threatens to kill every last one of you.
Don't take it personally, but I hate you all.
Quite literally.
Okay, so we go back to the truck or what?
Okay.
Chat room was asking for the spelling. Here's the spelling, guys.
I
I just
just
put it
did.
in there.
I
Yeah.
beat you to it.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Are we on killing tanks still?
Now that after you return to the camp, you are told that you are ordered to be on standby for a moment. And you'll spend most of the night like this. But when it's getting lighter, like it's still fairly safe-ish, Emil shows up. He has a
shows
new
up, sorry?
mission for you.
He
Emil.
shows up. Oh, Emil, right. Okay.
Yes. He has a new mission for you, which you are expected to carry out the next night again. He enters into the lightly lit room, gives you the salute. He's all smiling and charismatic as usual, in case V wants to give him some more information.
Yeah, you're kind of happy, mein Freund, for the
No, V,
creature
that
you
was
just
good.
encountered. Kind of put you up in a good mood.
What is our new mission?
Well, he informs you that the person you found has been taken into custody successfully. A very cooperative fellow. And he
I
has
have a
come
feeling he
up
might not stay there.
with a plan. Due to the information I received from your Kameraden, V, and the notes he so kindly provided me, I have an idea on how to best use your dominatability.
Oh no!
Do tell him.
Wow. I'm so glad he knows.
There is a formation of tanks from the mechanized corps of the Red Army close by. Tomorrow, or today, basically, the 14th will carry out several attacks upon this position and draw them out. We will provoke them. The following night, you are to infiltrate their lines, find their commissar, and dominate him into charging his tanks forward into an area slightly off to the left of our lines. A large, swampy area where the Russian tanks will be bogged down and sink. In one move, you will eliminate an entire Russian armored battalion. And as he finishes that, he looks so pleased with himself.
I say, Emil, you're my type of man. I literally died for this.
This is a custom V mission. This one.
I'll ask him. Are you sure you don't want us to just steal the tanks one by one and bring them back here?
No, I would like you to destroy them all simultaneously. So he gives you like a general rundown. You are to engage some of their light tanks, which he'll locate them for you. He'll have Ab there, give you intelligence on where they are, so you can move out at night. Once you engage those, they're certain to call for the commissar. And when he arrives on the field, all you have to do is, overcome his tank, overcome him, his guards, dominate him, and send him back home with orders to charge off into a swamp.
And after that, you need the commissar? Because I can just get him to surrender.
No, I prefer it if you just drowned along with his buddies, if at all possible.
If you want, I can order him to just put his face into the swamp and just drown himself.
Okay,
That's
new
true,
information.
God
He
damn
won't
it.
kill himself.
Emil kind of lights up with that, like, you can do that.
My favorite thing is when you ask them to put the flare gun in their mouth and fire.
All right, we've gone
Why?
beyond the truth here, and you're now massively exaggerating your abilities.
No, you can actually do that.
What a shock.
Yeah, no, they don't kill themselves. Isn't that one of the inhibitions of the ability? They don't do anything that will harm themselves.
No, that's not just in Dragons.
Yeah,
I don't know if
some
that's
higher.
true.
I think some higher level dominates you can make them kill themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got 4 in Dominate.
Yeah, you're probably pretty good with that.
Yeah, and at level 5, you can literally control the masses. Like, you can go in front of a crowd, and you can get, like, everyone there to do what you want.
Okay. Oh, he's very interested by that. That's a very useful skill, obviously.
Several times we've seen people roll to get out of it when they've done something that goes against their instincts.
Yeah, like, you can basically, like, convince them that, like what I did in the first campaign, I convinced a Russian commissar that he's a Nazi spy, and he will believe that. But the moment he does something he wouldn't do, he gets to make a roll.
Okay. Well, he points out that Emil doesn't want any information of what you can do to get out there, because that's the kind of information that one's enemies might use against you if they knew that you have that ability. And he wouldn't want the communists to do that.
There are rumors, Emil, that the communists have werewolves.
Really? Are these rumors from the wiki page by any chance?
Yes.
Yes, those damn internet rumors.
Chat
So-
suggesting that we haven't gone far enough with the information that we've given to Emil, that we should tell him about our YouTuber selves and the fact that we're playing a D&D role-playing game, controlling these characters right now.
So
Yeah, but
about
I
the culture
remind
war.
Emil one more time that he should be very careful with this knowledge. Normally
that.
vampires don't share it with humans, and there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, there
Should
is
we
a
just-
very
should-
good reason for that.
should we just tell him about all of our disciplines? Like everyone just line up. No, okay, I got these
sure.
ones. You got these ones.
And look what cool campaign we got. We're going to eliminate an entire Russian tank
I'm
battalion.
going to try. So, V, you're aware that there's a good reason that vampires don't tell humans this stuff. You just said it.
Yeah, but it's World War II right now, which is why the vampires don't interfere, because for the first time in human history, mankind actually has the power to
And
fight
yet here we
against
are.
Yeah.
I like
You
how
can't
the
really
sentence
call
is
the
we're
Prime
about to
Directive if you're
destroy an
already on
entire
their
tank
planet."
battalion and vampires don't interfere. We're like basically consecutive.
Well, yeah, but they're just modifying the lore. Like, if you read the actual canon, surprisingly, vampires didn't go into World War II.
Oh,
So,
surprisingly.
look, the question I have really, V, is like, when are you just going to ask this guy out? Because I can't see why else you would be so open with him.
I'm curious too. Like, what's your angle here?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully a promotion down the line.
How do you know that he can promote you?
This is a very pricey. You're paying a lot for this promotion.
Have you noticed that V is treating this guy identically to the way he was treating that Inquisition officer in D&D?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting flashbacks. That worked out.
You
though.
weren't there at the beginning.
You know that this is public information that thousands of people were able to listen to, right? You know, these were
I'm not
live
saying-
streamed to a live audience.
V, I'm not saying that you have bad tactics. You just seem to have predictable tactics.
You would need to have tactics first to have bad tactics.
Well, I guess maybe it's not tactics then. It's just the same instinct in every situation.
At least wait till maybe episode 10 or so before getting married, you know?
We are leaving the front. We're having hybrid children.
Why are we telling this guy anything? Just out of interest.
We are
Because
not. One of us is.
Good. Well, why are you not telling him more is the question you should be asking.
Well, if I tell him everything, then I become useless to him, so...
Ah, yes, you need to dole it out. Good point.
Yeah, don't tell him anything, maybe. Maybe
Not
don't
to mention, like,
wise.
what exactly did I told him major that the Nazis didn't already know? Like, they knew that
Did he know
vampires
we were
exist.
vampires?
Hold
Do
on,
you
hold
know
on. They
them?
knew vampires exist. They knew we have supernatural
Who's
power.
they? Who's they?
How do they know?
The
Who's
Nazis.
they?
Like the upper
Some
class of the Nazi
Nazis.
party,
Some
the upper
very
class
specific
of the Nazi
Nazis
party
know.
did know. Yeah, they knew about vampires. So did the Soviets. I don't think the Americans did though.
Yeah, I mean, we are resting in a truck that is specifically designed to protect us from sunlight,
This
and we're
isn't
getting
public
blood
knowledge.
packages.
This is very privileged information by design.
And you
Very
don't
few
know
people
what
know
this
about
guy's sort of clearance in this regard is?
I mean,
And
if you think about it, like
given
every
from his
single-
interest in what you know, I'm guessing he didn't know any of this.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Every
guessing
single
he's dealing
vampire
with the
in the world,
occult.
every
I mean,
single
if-
vampire that's been associated with the Nazis has
You know,
probably
hold on
kept
a little
all of
bit.
this
Like, I'll
information
ask
from them.
Emil. Emil, you know, you had a lot of questions for me. Mind if I ask you a couple?
Oh Jesus!
If the German Nazi high command didn't see fit to tell him about vampires, why should you?
Yeah, I'll ask Emil.
Mister,
He's gonna-
Mister, the party's always right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
basically,
I'll-
V's betraying the
I'll,
Fuhrer.
I'll ask Emil, like,
He's gonna
I've
ask him
never
if he
seen.
lifts.
I'll ask him, like, I've never seen this symbol before. The cross with the eye. What does it represent?
Oh yeah, he'll just tell you.
Okay.
He's been
Well,
flirting for years, for hours.
Catch me, Emil. I'm fainting.
it is a mark of our order. We are a specialist formation, like yourself, as I said when we met. We are here to gather information about the supernatural.
Emil's disappointed that V doesn't even remember how they first met.
So I was
Yes.
spot on in my assumption.
It was so many minutes ago.
And I assume everything the Central Command knows about supernatural, you also know?
Mein Gott, nein. I am a field officer. I do not know all that my superiors know, obviously.
I can't stop laughing. V, your character's like a lunatic. It's like,
Well,
where
Well,
am
he is
I? What am I
literally a
doing?
lunatic.
Like,
Saigon, the question is he even role playing?
no.
Yeah. That's why he's so very fond of V. I mean, this is gold, what he's gotten here. Like, can you
I'm surprised
imagine?
he's not getting scared that this information might get him killed.
Oh God! Like, if you pull off this next thing, if you manage to order a Russian tank battalion to drive into a swamp, eliminating itself, God, this guy's gonna get the Knight's Cross for this.
Yeah, he's gonna get it, V.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Yeah, but
When we were
once he
bringing
gets
back the
promoted
tanks,
and there
that
is
was
an
us
open
getting it.
position, he could issue a recommendation, is what I'm saying.
I assume that means you're going to be sucking up to him a lot more then.
Yeah, why
Yes!
would he? What? Yeah, but why would he? Why would he need you?
V is adopting the survival strategy of licking the boot.
Yes!
But why?
What do you mean, what does it need me? Like a faithful dog that gets shit done. Why wouldn't he need me?
I don't know. I don't know, V.
At some point, V, maybe you would try role playing a character that doesn't just like abuse the universe until it gives him what he wants.
Or maybe, just maybe, you could play a character that doesn't know what their superior officer's taint tastes like. That'd be good.
Hey V,
And there's actually some party members that you know what they taste like as well.
hey V.
Thank you for calling it a taint and not a gooch. I think it's a.
You're welcome. I mean, V, my basic plan was, like, we'll all take over Nazi Germany. I thought that'd be pretty good.
Just start something simple.
Yeah,
V's
but
basic plan is
like
fuck shit, set shit on fire.
the higher we
Take down
go,
the
the
order.
more important people we get to speak with, Sargon. The more influential circles we start moving around.
The shinier boots we get to lick. Yeah, I know.
The shinier
I just can't stop laughing at your approach.
All I'm saying is that Emil is the key and the door shall open.
I think it's trivial to point out that could easily be a gay euphemism.
What sort of thinking is like, by the end of this, there isn't going to be a Nazi party member V hasn't sucked off. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm literally in the Führer's bunker while I'm sucking his dick. It's like, well, good job. I mean, you know, you made it to the top.
He climbed the greasy pole without clothes on.
By the way, Arch, what are the rules for giving the embrace? Like, are we allowed to do it, or?
Sure.
Really?
Is that
No, V.
another gay euphemism?
I have two artworks.
The
Sorry.
Camarilla has rules on that, but as we have seen, that doesn't necessarily matter.
And the Nazis don't seem to care about that, I don't think.
Well, they don't fucking know about it. How do you know they even know about it at all?
Well, I assume they know that we come from somewhere.
Well, hold on, Arch. Are you telling me that the Nazis found out vampires exist? And instead of like trying to find the powers and the extent of abilities they have, they're like, yeah, you guys come with us. We're going to give you a special unit and you're going to fight on the front lines.
Well, of course they're trying to figure out your powers. You have given like a week's worth of research material to one of those guys trying to find out your powers.
No, but it's
week,
weird.
I
Like,
think
why
you
would
mean
they
a
deploy
year.
us on the field if they don't even know what we're capable of? Like,
Because they know you're capable of considerable violence, and that sounded useful when they were about to invade Russia.
You know, the exact approach I took with this guy you were trying to chat up in the room with blood everywhere, right? You can just tell, right, this is a powerful thing, therefore we will weaponize it at our enemies and see what it can do. We don't actually need to know the full scope of it. It'll be exciting to see how much damage it does.
I guess, but like, we could have dominated the officers. Like, I could have literally just dominated all my way up to Hitler.
Yeah.
It's
Instead,
incredibly
you
stupid
suck
what they're
dick all the
doing.
way up there.
And that is the first and only reason you took Dominate. To abuse the world until it gave you what you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Dominate is, if they're immortal, they can't even resist it. So I could literally just go all the way up to the Führer.
And we should.
I've got two artworks that I'll show right now, I guess. There's me being angry.
Son gave you a period. Well, not wrong. Not wrong.
And then here's Sargon's plan to secure the T line.
Well, that's a good plan.
I mean, I assume they at least have a way of counteracting our magic, like maybe have a high-ranking vampire working in their lines or something.
Who knows?
Probably.
No, because otherwise they would be like the most stupid villains that have ever existed in a fictional game.
I'd like to take this opportunity, since we're about to go to bed for the day, I guess. I'd like to requisition some small things, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's going to cost you 5 million prestige.
It's 5 small vials, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, I'll just slap that in the.
Can we requisition some paint?
Not you.
Why not me?
Could I requisition some paint?
Hey,
Sure.
Emil, can you do me a favor? And
I didn't get an answer. Why can't I requisition some paint?
yeah, like Emil, now that we're buddies, can you do us a favor and give us
Jesus
some
Christ.
paint so we can paint our tank? And
Now that I've
you know,
broken the masquerade.
We don't ask Emil.
No,
for
we ask our driver.
Requisitions.
Yeah, we just go to the quartermaster or whoever that is.
Yeah,
Like,
but I want to get my bitch boy. Like,
you mean your daddy?
Just ghoul him, V.
This is like the first character that you've met. Yeah, just tell him that. Oh, and did you know that my powers pass on to anyone else that bites me?
And then just be like, yeah, here, like try this out, man. He'll be so interested.
Genius, do it.
I still want to know why I can't
You can have
requisition
that one for
paint.
free, V. I mean, it's in my best interest that your crazy plan works.
yeah, you know what? Like, I will give him some. Well, if I give him fake info and he finds out, like, he refuses to bite me and gets someone.
What is
else
he going
bite
to
me.
cross-reference it with?
Well, he could get like a prisoner to bite me, to see if it works.
Why are you sowing seeds of doubt into this? It's your best option to extract yourself from this absurd and untenable position that you've put us all in.
I tell Emil that vampire blood is very important. If someone drinks it, they gain a little bit of their power.
Just suck my dick, Emil.
But vampire blood isn't the only thing you could suck.
Turns you into
Well-
a vampire, Emil.
Well, here's the thing, V, you're actually not wrong. Ghouls do gain like I think 1 point in disciplines.
I
So they
know, I
do
didn't lie.
Yeah, it's not a lie, but they also become your servant. Like,
I
that's
just
the
forgot to
unspoken part.
mention the other part. You know, I'm like CNNing this shit.
Are
Giving
are
fake
you
news
gonna
to
try
Emil.
that? You gonna try that out, V?
V, why not just dominate him into sucking your blood?
Yeah, Arch.
Yes.
I'm not saying this is a good idea, but it is a good way to abuse the
Just,
world. and
just-
give
just
you-
tell him that you can give
Just
him all
what you
these
want.
powers.
Yeah, I'm telling Emil that
Oh my god.
vampire blood has a lot of power, and anyone drinking vampire blood will gain a little bit of the vampire's abilities without being scarred by sunlight and all the other effects.
Hey, buddy, want to give me the suck?
Okay.
Out of the blue as well. Just wanders into his tent and like, hey, if you suck my blood,
Yeah, if you drink a vampire's blood, you're going to get some of his supernatural abilities without turning into a vampire or fearing the sunlight.
and you know,
it's not
there's one
weird if
part
you
of the
just say
body
no
that
homo.
actually has a lot of blood in it that can collect at a particular time. This is the opening to a gay porno, V.
Yeah.
Well, that's of course very interesting. He'll do some experiments on that.
You didn't take the bait.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't take the
asked him
bait.
like, "What? You wanna draw my blood?"
You want to go for a quick
Jeez,
suck,
just-
buddy?
Just
Now, they have other vampires who are less cooperative than you, and they can take their blood whenever they want to.
Yeah, they will actually get like a point in discipline if they do that, but they will also
Right,
become
dominate him quick.
infatuated with that particular vampire.
Well, thank you for telling him that.
No, I'm telling you, Archie, this is out of character.
Okay, V, I'm just gonna here.
gay Racula. He'll suck you dry.
Tell us about it, Rags, because what's your review?
What? Say what?
Looking forward to the hour-long review on this one.
Yeah.
So you want me to dominate Emil and tell him, suck me.
Jesus, man, I wanted you to say nothing to him.
We're this far in. You might as fucking well.
I want you to fill my bat hole.
Yeah, think about it. If we actually take down an entire Soviet tank battalion, we will be German heroes.
He will be a German hero.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the high command will know that we actually did it.
Yeah, but
Name
like,
name three
essentially-
soldiers at Normandy.
yeah, exactly. But essentially, V, you've put yourself in a position where you kind of have to rape him now.
I don't want to rape Emil.
Episode 4.
So essentially, our tactic
Yeah, well,
is
maybe you shouldn't have told him everything you need to tell him, because now you need to make sure that he's your vassal of some sort, vampire vassal thing.
Yeah,
So-
you have to now. Like
You have effectively put him in the position where you are forced to rape him,
Yeah, if he tells anyone, like, you're legit dead.
and us by proxy. So either things go badly or you have to rape him.
So
That is a
our campaign
good
is now. There is a point
moral
where we needed to stop, and we have
quandary.
clearly passed.
Yeah,
it.
that's
But let's keep
exactly
going and see
right.
what happens.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
that's where we are. Yeah.
All
So-
thanks to V.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that thunder? By the way.
No.
Only the thundering of V's loins.
Yeah,
No,
The-
I'm in the middle of a
pulsing
massive
blood
storm.
vessels.
I'm in the middle of a massive storm. I hope you guys can't
I'm
hear
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna go
Like
get
a
a cup
flag
of tea
just
while
going.
V persuades this guy to get it.
I think we're at the end because Uzlu has to go, but so I guess the last thing to do is
I'm
V.
sticking around to continue watching the clown show for a few minutes, but yeah, I do have to go soon.
So V.
Sargon, you got dominate as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I don't want to dominate this guy.
So God, sacrifice yourself so that V doesn't have to
I
continue
don't think I
sacrificing
do have
himself.
that either, actually.
I have 1 point in it, but the answer is no, V.
Arch, it might be a good
what
idea.
discipline is it?
What?
It's dominate. Dominate's the discipline.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it.
Arch, it might be a good idea to let me see all the character sheets that I can show the viewers all the character sheets.
No,
So I
because it's way better when you're just confused.
I can only see V's and mine.
Yeah, but being confused is good.
All right.
Right, I'm gonna go get a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute.
So V, are you gonna do
I
it?
haven't finished my delicious ice cold tea.
The thing is, like, if they have a higher vampire in their ranks and they find out that I'm, fucking with their officers, they probably won't trust us anymore.
If they have a high-ranking vampire, then they'll say, "Hey, this guy is pretty loose-lipped about the whole masquerade thing, right? Like, we met, and like 5 minutes later, he told me everything."
Yeah, you might. I think for your own survival, you might have to do this and just roll the dice on.
Yeah,
hopefully-
I would consider this a borderline survival scenario.
Can't you make him forget?
Yes.
No, because I wrote it down.
Jesus,
What, the thunder?
that was loud.
It's loud.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm in the middle of a huge storm right now.
Oh, I think we all are.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We'll wrap it up there, and we will have a week to ponder his next move and all the possible ways either option could bite him in the back.
Or the
And
penis.
you guys should, of course, be yelling at him all the time.
Yes. Yes.
That was half the episode.
That was half the episode. Are there any other requisitions we want to do here? I got 5 vials, but I think we should get some like quality of life stuff, just like stuff that's useful in most situations.
Rope.
Rope?
Rope.
Can I have a rope?
You can have a rope.
We might need to give Emil the rope if you're not careful with what you tell him.
All right.
Oh, Teal there just got struck for hate speech.
Really?
Oh.
How? For what?
Apparently.
What video?
Criticizing Dan Olson, whoever the fuck that is.
Oh, he made the video
Dan
about
Olson.
how the Thermian argument's retarded. Wow.
Tildir is not really renowned for hate speech, though.
Teal
don't have to
there
be.
is renowned for being one of the driest, most thoroughly boring persons I have ever fucking watched, and yet also for being informative at the very same time, which is interesting.
So it's just one video, or did his entire channel get taken down?
If it's one strike, then it's
One video, it seems.
And where are you getting this info from?
One angry gamer.
Oh,
Yeah,
his
he's got
video is- it's
a
not
1
there anymore.
week upload ban, apparently.
Because I
well,
watched that
means that
video.
he's got more than one strike, because the first one is just a warning. The second one is a 1 week ban for uploading. Second one is 2 weeks ban, and third one is channel taken down.
Yeah, the video's been removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech. I have no fucking idea what in that video was hate speech.
Yeah, I don't think he deals in hate speech much. If anything, he is painfully clinical in what he says, so I don't see how that would have happened.
On a related
Okay,
note,
Arch.
have
Arch,
you guys
I-
ever been copyright struck by LBC?
No, I have not.
Well, I always saw them as at least somewhat on the free speech side of the argument. But no, I fair used a brief clip from their channel. In like a 4-hour stream, I used less than a minute of theirs. And now the stream is theirs, apparently.
Yeah, they worked really hard on it.
I'm going to grab some of the the normal adventures stuff, Arch, if you don't mind. Can I get, say, 3 small sacks?
I think you already have several small sacks along with you.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh,
One of
not
them is
mine.
V. He's the largest sack.
He's got a massive one, that's for sure.
3 small bags.
You can have bags.
All right, thanks. Ball bearings. Like, you know where I'm going with this? You went with that last time?
You don't know how to make explosives.
I don't need to make explosives. I just want some ball bearings.
Why do you want ball bearings?
Because I do. Can I have them?
The Wehrmacht wants to know what you want with ball bearings.
Oh, they're just multi-purpose items.
Well, yeah, but they need them for tanks, so they want to know what you're going to need them for.
Well, I don't know. Like, what could you do? You could like roll them down a hallway, someone will trip on them. That's pretty good. You play
With
marbles.
Dev, we're vampires.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think we need to be employing tactics from Home Alone.
I also don't know if you entirely know what a ball bearing is.
Yeah, that's right. I might not know what it is. That's right. Okay, fair enough. All right. Can I have action?
Right. Lads, I'm buggering off. Thank you for the
You're
session.
out? I guess we're at the end of it then, eh?
Yes. I would stay, but I must be off. Duty calls. See you guys soon.
Okay. But yeah, write a list of what you want, Dev, and I'll look it over.
Sure, no problem.
Right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. I'll go through the super chats, of course. Let's see. 1,000 huff. What is a huff? Close. Right. Dr. Martin Luther Pepe, should we blame Sargon or Kyle for this delay? Sargon was actually here before we started, so Sargon is blameless in this one, so it doesn't have to be Kyle. Furious of Epirus for Rag, whose hips launched 1,000 ships?
Rags, whose hips launched 1,000 ships? Or Rags, whose hips launched 1,000 ships?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Are we talking about Helen of Troy?
I mean, that would technically work.
And she had a mean set of hips, I bet.
And it started a war. Ludwig Dahl, they switched from Simish to Malkavian. Why and when? He switched like 6 or 7 times. We lost count. But he's Malkavian now. Phidias of Epirus, also out. It bothers me you gave Dev a TT34 when the PP is made German in 33 ACP and the TT34, despite nonsense, shoots a full power cartridge. No, it doesn't. Like the Tokarov, the cartridge is relatively powerful, but the bolt itself is so fucking tiny. It's a toy gun. It's a children's gun.
It's pretty similar to a 45.
Ornu, just testing. That's the beauty of the free YouTube dollars, just that. The airplane, later Nigerians. That's still legal to say, right? Nigerians. I'll take the loud thundering sound as a yes.
There's been some very close lightning strikes to my house. I'm just waiting for the power to go out now.
I mean, at least you can have the internet on. If I have my internet on in a storm, it'll fry the modem. Because of ancient infrastructure. For the Emperor, build the wall into the webway and make the Drukhari pay for it. Good plan. Phidias of Epirus, again, German manufacturing and logistics was awful. Well, no. They manufacture some brilliant stuff. The problem is their things were designed to last, and that's not what you want in a war. The MG34 was a beautifully designed weapon, but it was way too complex and way too expensive to be used in a war. A favorite saying of mine is using an MG34 for war is like plowing a field with a Ferrari. Divus Aurelianus. Archer Discord is being smothered by its awful admins. You need to clean your house. The Germans are ruining your server like they ruined Europa. Well, we are looking over the rules on that. We've actually got Discord helping on that, so we'll have a look. Matt Hawken, Vampire Lolly, spec into heavy weapons so we can have Seras Victoria from Helsing in this game with an anti-tank rifle subbing for Harkonnen. Do it, Dev.
Sounds good. I'm actually building my strength so that I can... That was very close. I saw the...
That was loud.
Yeah.
Here comes the thunder.
I hope you're not near a window or anything.
Oh, yeah, there's a window right here.
Well, Rest
We
in
had
Put on
a
your
peace.
seatbelt.
thunderstorm here yesterday, in fact.
Actually, there's a fire.
Oh shit!
Fire?
A fire? Like a building?
I think the lightning struck up the street, and there's like someone's trees on fire.
Oh shit.
hell.
Well, quick, take a video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube.
document it for posterity, Dev.
Well, if we never hear from Dev again, we know what happened to him.
So
It's your
have
duty
we
to
finished now
history.
that V and Uzlu have left?
Yes, I'm just going through the super chats.
Okay.
Eyes of the Wolf, whatever happens, Kyle did it. That is true. Ornu, finally, Arch, you Skaven loving loon. Watch Talmitch's channel, not on Astartes level, but very interesting. Also, the creator even gets a portion of the donation. Google has a 30% cut. Go hug a Nurgle it, Google. Yeah, Google taking 30% basically for delivering messages is stiff.
Well, at least they give us all of our money for the videos we work hard on.
Oh, fucking hell.
When you get money at all. Two from Divius Aurelianus with no message. Bale Vault, the UK can keep Sargon. Also, this was a fantastic birthday present. Glad you enjoyed it. Adam Dalglish, what do you think of the recent tweets from John McAfee? Any thoughts on what he's been saying? Also, can you please tell my wife that D&D isn't gay? Well, it isn't. By
It isn't
definition,
gay.
it's not gay.
Yeah, it's completely asexual.
John McAfee. Does anyone of you know anything about this?
I'm just looking them up now.
Released from confinement. Okay, this is sounding spicy.
It's not a publicity stunt. What the fuck's happened? Right, okay. This is a Logia on fire again. I have good reason to suspect that John McAfee and Mrs. McAfee and other companions have been detained by authorities at the latest port of call. He was on his boat was being boarded. The situation is tense but controlled. Our conversation was cut short by authorities confiscating their phones. If John misses his next check-in, events will be set into motion that I cannot prevent once they have begun. Oh, this sounds exciting. John has secreted data with individuals across the world. I know neither their identities or locations. Nor locations. Anyway, sorry. They will release their payloads if John goes missing. Our campaign for individual freedom and an end to state-sponsored tyranny will continue despite these developments. On behalf of free people of the world, I demand the release of John McAfee and his companions from where they're being held. This will not stand. And then there's an update. Thank all you good people for your outpouring support and offers for help. Rest assured, we are working to locate John et al. There are also some people that doubt the veracity of today's report, but you're mistaken. It's not a publicity stunt. Finally, to the few haters and authority-loving, bootlicking cowards, that's UV. What more can be said about fuck off? Enjoy it while you can, because your time is coming. Jesus. Update via... they're alive and in the process of being released from confinement. For their continued safety, no more details being given. Expect another update from the man himself tomorrow. No idea.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's too much to go on, but if he has secret documents, that could be interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Secret documents revealing that Trump was actually Hillary all along.
Mm.
All right. Imperial Fists. So just take my money, Arch. I can't think of anything witty, and I'm too busy hashtag blaming Kyle on straw poll. Good. And here we have a potentially illegal one. Revenge of Gothzilla. Rags, can you give me that not uwu?
I like it because it's so subtle.
QC Warlord, vampires do need to sleep. Their body returns to a corpse-like state during the day. They can resist slumber but require 1 roll per hour, if I remember. Oh, that's useful. Yorozuya rags flesh mold V into VtM for Uzulu.
Well, let me see what I can do.
You can't flesh mold. That's a Samuse thing.
I'm pretty sure Dev is going to get killed by thunder.
Yeah, there's a lot of lightning strikes like in this area right now.
Blitz Turtle, if you really want a semi-automatic rifle, you should check Dead Russians for SVT-40s. It even takes the same round as the Mosin. That would actually be a much better idea for Uzulu, yes. Gilliman Dorit, France has been invaded, asked for an RCS 1918. Ooh, yeah, no, that could kind of work, but again, there were fuck all of those things, and I think they were mostly just relegated to the garrison units. For those who don't know, that is actually a semi-automatic rifle, but I don't think did they make a whole lot of those things?
Which ones?
RSC 1918.
I don't think so, because by the time they got those into production, the war was pretty much winding down. I think there was a lot of 1960s and 1917s, though.
Yeah, they started producing it in 1917-18, didn't they? So,
well, there was the model 1917, and I think there was a model 1916, and I think that was the first. I'm not sure, though.
I mean, weapons like this you could potentially get your hands on, but it would require a fair bit of the perceived currency, just because they're difficult.
It started in 1917. Okay. It was produced between 17 and 18. Yeah, they made over 85,000 of the 1917 and only about 4,000 for the 1918.
Really? 45,000? That's not bad.
80,
that's actually
85.
85. That's actually relatively common. I wonder what happened to them.
I think it was the first official semi-automatic standard issue rifle given to infantry.
I'd have to do a little bit of research to see what happened to them in the Second World War, as to if they were kept in storage, if they were available or anything.
And they're probably given to stored for police use or occupational forces, standby stuff.
Garrison units, I'd assume.
Pretty much,
but
I think
it would be a hell of a lot easier to get a hold of than the fucking Swiss one.
It would certainly be out there.
Okay. So in 1940, many of them were still in use, but they had been modified back to being semi-automatic rifles. Because apparently the French generals didn't trust their dudes with anything that fired too quick. And the captured examples were sent out to Volkssturm units as the self-loading rifle. Yeah, so you could possibly get a hold of it, but it wouldn't be easy. Izuya Uzulu get the Krag Jørgensen. Now those they didn't actually have access to a fair few after Norway, and that's not a bad rifle either. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, Uzulu needs a new gun. Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons. This too is true. Yorozuya Uzulu could get the Walter Gewehr 41 instead. He could, but I don't think it had reached the front in any real numbers by the start of Barbarossa. But it would probably be easier to get again than the French one. Though honestly, you kind of want to hold out for the 43, don't you? QC Warlord, noob trick to spot vampire. Check if he breathes. Okay, that's actually genuinely good point. If you want to know if somebody's a vampire, just hold a hand over their mouth and see if it gets hot. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, actually, in all seriousness, were there any anti-tank rifles during World War II? Yes, there were quite a few. The Russian PTRD was a decent one. The German one was actually kind of shit, but they captured Solotherms from the Poles. That was a really good one.
Yeah, they were probably among the best, if not the best.
And they also had a, I don't know if you could even call it a anti-tank rifle at that time point. What the fuck was the name of it? The Germans had a big gun. Essentially, it was a quick-firing 3.7 centimeter. It was classified as an anti-tank rifle, but it had the setup of like a heavy machine gun, and it was heavy, like I think 20, 30 kilos. It didn't have that much penetration by that point in time, but it was fantastic against bunkers and was used extensively to knock out wooden log bunkers that the Russians built, because those 3.7 rounds just smashed right through that shit. The Jolly Rapscallion. KBS 38 or ZH 29 were both semi-automatic rifles that would have found their way into German stockpiles before Barbarossa began. Yes, they would, but again, the numbers. The KBS is Polish, and the ZH 29 was what? Czech, I think? Possibly. I'd have to look into their numbers. Justin Dibari, thoughts on Boris and new wave of Boris derangement syndrome? Oh, this is for Sargon then.
Yeah, I think Boris is going to do. I think he's going to do a fairly good job. His speech today was actually really great, and he seems to get it. I think the Conservatives are in a position where they can't refuse Brexit, and so they'll do it because self-interest.
Well, we can certainly hope. It's been delayed for long enough.
And they know Boris will just say, fuck it, we're out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think he will.
QC Warlord. First rule of Byte Club, don't talk about Byte Club. Second rule of Byte Club, don't ever talk about Byte Club to anyone.
They talked about Byte Club.
V just loves talking about Byte Club.
He does. He absolutely loves it. He likes nothing more. He loves absolutely nothing better. It's terrible, basically.
Yeah. So V, shut up. Just for the love of God.
Oh, I am glad you're on the receiving end this time, Sargon, so you'll get it.
Why?
The DCV Titan, capitalism ho. You don't want to say capitalism good is around the socialists, regardless of if they're national variants or if they're the more left-leaning ones. Maniki Neko, Arch V, your opinions on the anime Vinland Saga so far? I have not watched the anime yet. I'm going to wait until it's done and then I'll watch it. But the manga was very good. It glorifies Vikings, which I am very happy with. Very happy with. And it makes the British look like complete fucking pussies, which I also approve.
Saved you from the Nazis.
Saved. You were planning to invade us too, you shit. You were just slower at it.
Liberation. That's what we call it.
So did
when
the
they get there
Germans.
first, it's liberation.
Oh, the Germans arrived and they were like, we're going to protect you from the Brits. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, one of your biggest assets was being able to manipulate people, which for all you know, they were completely unaware of. And now they know. This is Dracula all over again. His story gets out, and now the whole world knows how to slay vampires.
He does it all. He's a jack of all trades.
This is true, though. Like, one of your greatest strengths is the fact that nobody really knew about you, and V is doing his best to get rid of that particular strength.
Yeah, I know.
These are wild card. However, this applies to both parties involved.
Oh, God. Mr. Twisted Frenzy again. When he gets a chance, I'd suggest you guys dominate this guy, Emil probably, or the guy himself. Find out who else he's told your little secret to and dispose of them. Yeah, Emil then. To be fair, that's not a bad idea, but since V has now explained to him precisely how dominate works, you're in a pretty tight schedule before he figures out a way to counter it. Rumbles.
Yeah.
Theoden Uraj. You should utterly crush your enemy in spirit and body if you don't want the enemy will put your Lebensraum in disorder. Think about it, bucko. Jürgen Pansersen.
It's a real shame that V's missing all of this.
This is good
this
life
all-
advice.
Yeah, it is very good advice, yeah.
Will M. Didn't he kill a bunch of Germans? Aren't you Germans? Those guys were scared of him. He killed Germans. He killed a bunch of Germans. The SS guys are scared of him. These sensors are going off because he senses danger. Nothing to worry about here, I'm sure. It's true. It's safe. QC Warlord, the Masquerade is an absolute imperative to every vampire under Camarilla's protection. They'll kill V for betraying it, and the other for not stopping him, and every witness. Yeah, that is a decided possibility. And Will M again, doesn't V need to worry about the assassins? I think you all need to actually worry about the assassins.
I'm just going to go dob him into the Camarilla, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yo, this dude's like, he's really cramping our style. He's, he's
telling all the humans everything they want to know about the vampires. We don't know why.
Yeah, we just did this episode. Yeah,
yeah,
because this is infringing on our safety too.
Yeah.
To be fair, it might not be a bad survival strategy.
I don't see what choice we have.
Yeah, I know that mutterings of mutiny are already occurring on episode 4. But we're in the position we're in.
To be fair, we could also just throw in with the Nazis and then have a Nazi.
We are Nazis.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, though. Like, make them our prime loyalty, and then fight the Camarilla with the Nazis.
Wow, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah. I'm with Rags on this. That sounds awful. It'd be a lot easier to turn on V because the Nazis don't even know we're against them. I mean, hell, I don't even know if we are.
Yeah, I don't think we're against them.
I don't know why we can't be friends with both.
Well, V would be the reason. Because V loyalties are very clearly fixed on the Nazis. Well, there is now.
There's no conflict.
We're going to call it pledging fealty.
All he had to do is just not say anything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, man.
Ludwig Dahl, V doesn't understand party loyalty in RP. If this was in my group, both V and the NPC would be accidented post-haste. RP away, but don't screw over the party, Gypsy Boy.
Yeah, V. Party first. Your family. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. Except you when you
Apart
fuck
from
up.
you when you dob us out to the Nazis.
Survival comes before family. That wasn't in the movie. That's an addendum.
Justin DeBarry asked the spirit of what year he thinks it is and tell him it's 1941. See, that would actually have been a decent idea. Like, what year is it? That might have given you a decent idea of when he went to sleep. Possibly. Or you could have lied, of course. This is all assuming that the nebulous entity would tell you the truth. Nodakiwi did not say we're not going to get subscribed star after Vrax, or do I have to make a Patreon now? No, I am moving over to subscribe star probably at the end of next month, so I can organize everything. Because I've had a vacation now for a couple of weeks, so I haven't really gotten into it, but I will be moving off Patreon because it just isn't fucking safe. Mr. Twisted Frenzy. In future, you guys should pull rank with V and have him ask for permission to speak before he says something stupid that he gets himself killed.
The party's correct, unless it directly contradicts something that I personally want to do at any given moment.
Well, the problem is V does not think, V speaks. Will V is basically doxing you guys.
Yeah. What I find really interesting is that V is treating the Nazi party as a benevolent force.
Like, let's not forget,
that's interesting.
They are Nazis.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That word does actually mean something.
Well, they're just socialists out here to make sure that everybody has a fair shot in society. How can that be wrong?
Good question.
They just want an equitable outcome for everyone. Almost everyone. The white ones.
The white non-Jewans.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Except for those. QT Warlord, the angle is 90 degraded down towards the ground. At warp speed, also get that notebook back before they use it as a focus to mind crush from afar. Oh god, can they do that? That'd be useful.
Thanks, chat.
I'll have to look into that. Because if he's given them a fetish that they can use to control him, that'd be really interesting.
Thanks, chat.
Let's hit it.
Okay, so I view the party at the moment as me, Rags, Dev, and Uzulu, and I view the actors against the party as being Arch,
Russia,
the chat,
Arch,
Russia, the Soviet Union,
North America,
and possibly the Nazi party as well, which will not be as useful as it could be.
Well, keep your enemies close and all that. You're succeeding in that, if nothing else.
Mission accomplished.
So I just lost my power for a bit.
Yeah.
But also,
your house is on fire.
But also a tree like half fell in my house.
Same.
Yeah. It has fell in your house? What do you mean?
It didn't like break through the roof or the window or anything, but it like fell and hit the house and then rolled off.
Oh. Sounds bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many trees can your house take?
I rent this place, so it's not my damage, but yeah.
Okay. Well, buy a home, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. What was that? The browser.
Dev got attacked by a
is
tree.
yes, Dev is about to die.
A tree fell on Dev's house, but he's alive currently.
Fucking hell, you're right, man. Dev?
Nope, Dev is actually dead.
Oh, well.
Well, rest in
where
peace.
where else would you rather be?
Not dead? Seriously, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I think so. He just came back because his power cut off because of the storm.
Right.
So his power just probably flickered on and off again. He said, hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
crossed, man.
Jokes aside, I don't want Dev to be dead.
Yeah.
just to clarify.
I prefer him alive, especially with party members as they are. We need all the good ones we can get.
Well, the DCV Titan, the acceptable terms are the taint, the grundle, or the fleshy fun bridge. V knows how all of those taste.
Yeah. He probably knows the right word in each language for them as well.
Ludwig Dahl, V using meta knowledge to try and set up shit for his own character at the expense of the party. Again, V, try and coordinate sometimes, please.
I don't know why V has to position himself against the party.
It's because V thinks that this will make things more interesting, and it certainly will in a certain way.
That is correct, yes.
Undermining everything we do at every turn probably does make things more interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure Hitler thought if we invaded Russia in the winter, that would be very interesting.
Yep, and it was. It was really interesting for like 3 years. John Parker, no message. Imperial Fists. V has now laughed Sargon to near death. Congrats.
It was quite funny watching V undermine his own cause as well.
Wow. We'll see how far he rises up the Nazi ranks.
Can't we have done that by just being victorious?
No, because it wouldn't be as interesting. Clearly.
I would have found it interesting.
Nordic Kiwi for 1,000 Norwegian kroners. God, thanks.
Well, how much is that in real money?
It's more real money than you could ever imagine.
I can imagine a lot of real money. How much is it?
$100.
Oh, hey, it's great. Wow.
That's pretty good. I'm very happy to receive $70, and I'm sure YouTube is happy too. See, once Hangout dies, there will be no excuse to not set up Streamlabs anymore, and that'll be good.
Does Streamlab? How much does Streamlab take?
I have no idea. I'll look into it. Not 30%, I'd assume.
I imagine it can't be much worse.
Når Kiwi igen. Greit, jeg skal bry meg med å lage en Patreon.
See.
Sorry I didn't notice earlier. I'll do all of these at the end of the video because it's just easier than interrupting, which is a bit shit, but ugh. See, it annoys me because super chats really should be read when they arrive to get the full context, but at the same time, you can't just like stop everything and be like, hey.
Maybe at the beginning you should say, by the way, super chats we read at the end to keep the flow going. So if you want to pay money to give us super cool in-depth real-time advice, it will unfortunately not be seen that way.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'll try to remember that the next time. Ebenezer 1690. Wait, Arch, you plow fields with a Lamborghini? No, I do have a Ferrari, but I don't use it to plow the fields. I keep it in the garage and drive it twice a year because otherwise the roads will break it. But don't worry, it'll be worth more money later. I've been told. Oh no, seriously, Arch, watch it. Titan Forge Omniscient. I will have a look at it. Sully Duster 611. Could Sargon win a fist fight against Dankula?
Nah, probably not.
He is Scottish.
Yeah. He's probably done a lot more fist fighting than I have, man.
But the British have such a good track record against the Scots.
Wait, are they fighting while they're sober or while they're inebriated?
Yeah, but most of the people who are fighting the Scots probably weren't office workers.
Well, they were farmers, peasants, even better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I'd probably get my ass kicked.
But you too are a farmer, Sargon. You have a vast tea patch right behind the house.
True. But I pay someone to tend it.
And last one, Beelvault isn't still bloodbound to someone in the party. I'm assuming V is still... Oh, that's actually a fantastic point. V is bloodbound to Uzulu. Uzulu could just tell V to sit and shut up.
Oh, God, he's going to have to.
And he would kind of have to obey.
Right, okay. Well, at least we know what Uzulu's doing next time.
See? The chat's useful. The chat's very useful.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a way to monitor incoming super chats, and if there's one that's particularly, interesting, maybe it'll... I don't know.
We'll see what we can do when we have to switch over from Hangouts. Maybe I could put them up on screen or something. But yeah, I mean, people do all kinds of fancy shit. I'll just have to learn how to do technology.
That would be nifty to learn, I guess. Yeah, I could look at it too. See how that works.
Anywho, that's also thank you all very much for watching and for the super chats. And of course, thank you guys for playing and sticking with me all the way till the end. Hopes and prayers with Dev,
just reminding you who you're
in Canada. And, gang up on V.
Unironically, maybe.
Right. Thank you all very much for watching and have a good day.